This is boring. So he's gonna open the scroll that he has in his possession.
I okay.
Rog performs maintenance on weapons.
So would it be
All right.
drawn?
Well, so you see, yes.
Yes.
So you open your scroll?
My ornate scroll, yes.
Yes, it's blank.
The prize was the journey along the way.
The answer is you.
This is a Kung Fu Panda.
It was that the quote. I can't remember what it was. That's what I was thinking.
Well, it's like, hey, you get to find the. Like this is the greatest secret to like the power and everything, and it really is just. It's like that scroll is like a reflective surface, so it's like it was inside you all along, kind of cliche.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going for, but I was like, I can't remember how to word this correctly. Didn't make it easily known.
So yeah, that scroll was blank, and
I use detect magic on it.
you certainly can.
Woo! And since it's ritual, I'm not going to burn on my slot.
Okay.
Even though it's like, hey, you leveled up, have your slots now, and it's like, okay, whatever. I'm still gonna ritual it. So I use detect magic on it. Is there any magic from it? Or
There
just
is.
it's like a 30-foot radius on me. So I'm actually around a lot of magic shit.
Well, if you're by us, then yes.
Um, you can tell where the magic comes from, right? With that spell, or like
Yep.
the direction.
What
Okay.
what
So
what
yeah.
what what school of magic and the source? As
Okay.
long as I'm
I
not,
had to.
as long as if I'm around a lot of people, it'll be like, well, if you're on the open, like on like the decks and like the top deck and everything, it might be really open, and so it's not a lot of blockage, unless it's like, oh, well, it's like if someone's like two decks or below or whatever, like a deck below, I think it's a thick enough amount of wood where it's like, yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah. So for you, outside of like the immediate area, you don't really get any like pings of oh hey, there's magic here.
Okay.
No, but from your friend, sure.
What school of magic does the scroll have?
The scroll has abjuration.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I can figure out how to dispel the whatever enchantment may be on it or protecting it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I cast guidance on myself, and like I got this.
Uh-huh.
By the way, I didn't used to have guidance.
Oh my.
Yeah, I picked divinely. For my level 4 feat, I have divinely favored. So I have augury, and yet another spell I can just use a free cast once a day for.
Mm-hmm.
And this time it's healing word. So good get my fucking classes at a glance now, bitches.
Ooh. Oh wow. Oh wow.
21.
Yeah, so you realize that this is some like ninth level type magic shit happening here. So
Be one of those like you can like, it's like go ahead, try using dispel magic on it. You'll need like a nat 20 to be able to break that shit, and when the time comes.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Right? Like, so here, break it. You I'd put it away when I'm frustrated, but I would go check on like the other refugees and whatnot to make sure if they're having general complaints to try to help them out and stuff because they literally just lost their homes.
Right.
Otherwise, he would swear.
All right. So, if anyone else is not doing anything, then in the morning you will arrive at the, I guess, not at Kalamon, just like within sight. So the walled city of Kalamon rises in the distance, spreading across the southern shore of a wide bay. Ships sail to and from the city's walled harbor, their courses lit by a pair of towering beacons. On the shore ahead, where the Vingard River meets Kalaman Bay, dozens of survivors from Vogler have pulled their mismatched boats ashore and begun making camp.
How long would it take us to reach the shore, basically?
Like from seeing it,
From when we woke up to when we get there, kind of thing.
maybe like 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So, and you guys realize that you're one of the last ones to arrive.
I mean, we were kind of the last ones to leave, so it
Yeah,
makes
we should have
sense.
been the last boats to leave. So
Yeah, you never know. Maybe somebody
I
like
think
stopped in the middle of the river. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Do I have
that's a big ass river, and it took 8 hours to get across.
Well, we did go down the river, not just across.
Yeah, we went at a slant. Well, yeah, we didn't have slant rather than just directly across.
True.
Do I have a beard?
Oh, we were also going upriver, technically.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. That's a lot of paddling.
It's like, this is such a small area. Why are we taking so long? We're going against the stream. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I was like, oh, looked at the map. Was like, oh shit, yeah, that makes sense now.
Currents are not on our side.
Well, let's move your X now to a little bit over here.
No, that's not where we are.
You're like right here.
No, the X is for it being destroyed.
You put that there to indicate that city was destroyed.
Oh, did I? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yep.
No wonder. I thought it was like X marks the spot. Okay, let me make a new one then.
No.
You could just put down a random token and say, "Oh, hey, you're here."
Right, just
Oh,
a little
yeah.
marker.
I made a star for this. I look. See, I made a star.
Jesus.
When I
That's a
Yes,
Just a
we are in
little- just a
this
little bit.
general area.
Right. This hemisphere, right?
You know what?
I think
Ain't
it's
wrong.
Here, I'll name it the party, and then we all know where you're at. It's gonna be great. See?
Is that as
There
small
you
as it
go.
gets?
I mean,
On this size map,
you-
problem.
I mean, that's a little too small, so I think the other one was better. That works.
So we come out. I'm near Koloman, like a little west of it or something.
let me get a map for you.
Oh my.
I know we all like maps.
Yes.
I mean, they are pretty helpful visual aids.
Mm-hmm. True that.
Hmm. Okay. So here we are.
Okay. Denver. I have one
Yes.
quick question for you.
Yes.
Do I have a beard?
What was the criteria for that?
I have a
No,
50% chance, so I rolled a 1d2.
Oh, the chance of shoot. Okay, okay, roll it again. Roll again.
It's a
Okay,
1.
I have a number in my head. I know, but I already saw the number. Roll it again. Roll it again. Just trust me. Okay, yeah, you have a beard.
I shave it off in the time to get there.
Oh, okay. Oh, look.
Like in 15 minutes? Damn.
I mean, I assume it's not going to be like a ginormous, all the way down to my belt beard.
So yeah, you guys are up here kind of in that area. And all those little squares they're like camps that are set up by the refugees.
That makes sense. Oh, sad they have
So once
a
you
trail to leading
Oh,
to
go ahead.
Vogler. It's like, here, go to Vogler if you want to go back to a destroyed city.
Yeah. Okay, so oh
Like
shit.
painting
Oh
over
well.
the signs and shit. Like it's not there anymore.
So when you guys get on shore, you do see that there are some people who are straggling in the water. There's some youngsters who are struggling to get their boat like to land, and they're like 20 feet from the shore, and their boat's drifting away.
I'll give him a hand.
Yeah, it's like give them all. We want to make sure all the refugees. We spend all the time trying to make sure they got out, not
Yeah,
drowned at the frickin' shore.
You can become
Okay,
some
how do you
ambassadors
help
as
them?
well.
How?
If I you said they're about how far away are they from us?
20 feet.
Can I yell encouraging words? Do it! And cast guidance on the one who thinks who's like the strongest among them to try to give him a help with that most likely athletics check of some kind, so it's more likely that
Yeah,
they'll be able to.
I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Well, okay, then give the D4 to their check, so it makes them a little more self-sufficient rather than me having to actually do anything. And I'm giving them more support. I'm a physically weak specimen. Okay.
Is there like fish visibly around, or like maybe some other kind of critters?
Well, you can transform into
We're
swimming
really
creatures
super
now.
close to shore.
Oh, wait a minute! I'm level 4.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not worth it now.
I can go up and grab the rope if that's what they're using to try to pull it back to the shore.
Okay.
Now, is all that working?
So you can tell that the people, the like the youngsters, as they call it, are definitely bolstered, I guess, by that guidance, and you're helping with the pulling on the rope, right?
Yes.
So yeah, yeah. Um, oh, wait a minute. Let me look at something real quick. Okay, yeah, you're good. I was gonna have you roll like a strength or athletics, but you're, like passive strength. You're good.
I'm a strong, independent woman.
So yeah, you pull their boat to shore, and they thank you.
Happy to help.
At this point, Darrett gets off the boat, and so does the other people who were with you.
Not Becklin. Got it.
No, but you do recognize that Becklin's helmet is being held by that one guy. What was his name? Shoot. Hold on. I can do this. That one guy.
The annoyingly dumb Duke, or whatever it was.
No, he's not with you right now. It's the guy that the JF. There we go. The guy that joined the boat the last minute.
Oh, him. Okay. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
was
holding.
carrying that when he came onto the boat.
Yeah.
With us. Okay.
Yeah, he carried he ran toward us with the bloody helmet in hand.
So I'm assuming that he had to bring that back to say, yeah, they're gone.
I mean, you can ask him. It's an awkward question to ask, I guess.
Yeah, it's a very awkward question.
Brunel would prioritize trying to make sure families got reconnected and people were okay in their new bit of housing, or see if he could help them in some small way, kind of thing. Even if it was some small crap like prestidigitation, do a small little measure to like entertain the little kids around for like the little kid refugees and shit. So he would try to help out in some small way, like whatever he could find out.
Can I roll insight to see if that's like what the vibe he's giving off is that, oh hey, they're gone and that's why he has the helmet?
Yeah.
Dang, a +5 and I roll a 6.
I mean, even with your Oh God, hold on. Be right back. The matron's calling.
Said that's an awkward question, but last night during the Star Wars campaign, the astromech droid walked up to another droid and basically went, "You drugs, give."
I returned.
It did
Well, it
not
depends
end
on how
well.
socially awkward Abby is. I don't know.
The matron just wanted to make sure I wasn't dead. But
Yeah,
anyways,
right.
so yeah, with that 11, you get the feeling that he's struggling to find words for something.
I'm gonna guess it's that.
Is it
But-
because he killed her?
Maybe. We don't know.
I mean, you never know.
With 11, we really will never know.
Okay, so do you guys do anything else once you step off the boat?
Hey, I mentioned, yeah, Renal wants to help people. I don't know everyone else.
Oh, okay.
I know
Rob,
How are you-
obviously
how are
same
you-
kind of thing.
Okay.
Making sure people
So how are you
settled
individually
down.
going to help?
I'll make sure people aren't hurt and then help them if I can that way.
Help set up some tents, maybe start some fires, get the people warm who would know jumping off the boat to bring the boats in. So I mean, you gotta imagine a quarter of them's probably
Careful,
soaked.
depending on where you set those fires, they will be warm for the rest of their lives.
They've already left one fire. Maybe they don't want another one.
Baby
There's,
fires.
Yeah, prestidigitation to entertain little kids or whatever with cheap tricks, but it's still magic, so they might like it. And mending to help any structures or anything, or that might have been broken, or to help out like in some small way. Like, hey, I know this tore and got a little fucked up on the way out of Vogler, but here you go, I'm fixing your outfit now. Kind of like small moments for little like different people.
Rog will
Okay.
attempt to prepare food.
All right, food is scarce. Yeah, they enjoy that. They are appreciative of any little act that you can provide. Although while you guys are walking around and helping the various people, you notice something. But you know who notices it first?
Not me.
Purin.
Person with the highest passive perception, you don't say.
Crazy.
Um,
All right.
so
What do I notice?
you notice that 2 people are missing from this group. And what do you know? Lord Baccharis and his son Baccharis the Younger, they are not anywhere to be found.
You know what? Not a bad loss in my note.
Oh, that one. Meh.
Right? I was like, well, anybody know where these guys went? Did they fall off the boat precariously going across the water?
Are you asking around or?
Did they
Yeah.
accidentally get thrown off a boat?
Yeah, I'm asking around, basically that's what I'm asking people.
Oh,
Like,
okay, yeah.
I'm even
If
showing
you're-
quotes with my hands. I'm like, hey, did these guys magically disappear?
It's like, did they fall or stumble off a boat?
yeah. So some
I'm
people,
sure.
they're
I
like,
don't know
they,
that
they
Rog
kind
knew
of.
them enough to actually care, so he's just going to continue trying to prepare food for everyone.
Renaud does
That's
not like
fair. They were dicks, and most of the villagers they kind of like agree too, but they like some of them are trying not to show outright that they're like, yeah, I kind of wish he fell off the boat, but they're like, yeah, they went into Calamem like hours ago,
So when they got here, they went in to just, oh hey, we're here.
and one of them even says like, oh, they were going to address the city's leaders.
I'm not sure they're gonna have the people of Vogler like best interest at heart.
I'm pressing X to doubt.
Yeah. It's okay. Well, those shitheads went inside already. maybe we should like
Go in and make
go
sure.
in and do a little bit of
Damage control.
actual right. I was gonna say crowd control, where like we actually help control the crowd, where they're going to probably be like, oh, pitiful report us. Screw those people outside.
So you guys are gonna start heading towards the
big
entrance to
gate.
Calaman.
Yeah.
Yep. To the
Okay,
gates.
well, as you guys are, making your way past the refugees, you do see Mayor Raven. She's, tending to some of the people, but she catches your eye and kind of waves you over.
Yeah.
And she says, "Are you on your way in?"
That was the plan.
All right. I would like you to try and gain as much support from the leaders of Kalaman as possible. And I urge you to do anything in your power to make that happen for my people.
All right.
So yeah, she kind of like gives you temporary mayor power. So
Okay, well, help everyone around here as much as possible, and we'll see what we can do with. And I'll give her a heads up that I can't. What's that? Becar's twins went in already, and I don't know how much damage
It's
they've
father
already
and
done
son.
to the situation. Yeah, well, if you got two assholes sitting next to each other, can you tell the difference?
oh my god.
Okay, that's all I was gonna say.
Okay.
Like, just giving her a heads up, like, we might have to do some smoothing over of that.
All right. So then you head to the entrance. It's about, it's 2 miles. Oh, wait.
I was about to say.
No, I
it's
lied.
2
That's a
miles.
really big
Great.
city.
200 feet,
2 miles.
maybe.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I'm
like
sorry. I read it wrong. Oh my gosh. The gate, like the walls and whatnot, um, it's really big.
in height or like what?
Length.
Well, I would
I
assume
mean,
it's
it's a
around most
city.
of the town. I
So
know.
Darren accompanies you, and once you guys approach the city, um, you see statues of Titanic soldiers line the mighty walls, and these ancient stone knights stare into the distance, daring invaders to dash themselves against defense that withstood even the cataclysm. A disorganized neighborhood of tents and ramshackle structures line the road to these nearest gate, where soldiers in blue and yellow uniforms are questioning all who are entering. And once you get close enough, the guards say, "Halt!" And then they say, "State your business."
These are not the droids you're looking for.
We come to converse with your leaders about the incident that occurred.
On behalf of Mayor Raven.
Any weapons?
I believe majority of us who have weapons have them already visible.
Yeah.
Any other
So,
weapons?
yeah, I was like, technically, I have like a light crossbow and dagger, but if you can't see that, that's not my problem. You know, one of the things that's like it's slung on my back, like a lot of weapons end up being, where it's like if you can't notice the huge amount, like the sheer width of a fucking crossbow going across my shoulders and shit. I don't know.
Well, what do you say in response to that, though?
Well, let me
Well, if you asked if we had any weapons,
double.
Yeah. or any hidden weapons?
No, I'm not hiding them from anyone. I mean, I have personally just have a regular, knife that I would assume almost everyone has, even like most kids. And
Oh.
then,
Sure.
okay,
It's
maybe
a
I was a little
harsh
different as
world,
a kid.
but
Hey, the first time I went through the TCA scanny thing, I went through 8 times. And I had 14 different knives on me. So, um, and I was 9.
When he asked me that question, if I have any hidden weapons, I don't want to do any damage with this effect. I just want to do this for visual effect, okay? Because I know technically speaking, I probably can't do this in a combat situation. So I just want to do this for flare effect. I want to put like
Okay.
wrath in one hand and sacred flame in another, and I just look him in the eye and it's like anyone can be dangerous and hidden. Um, like I am a sorcerer, the mage of, and a mage of high sorcery. My very being is a weapon, but I still need access to your town. Then I put my hands down and like calm down and everything, so I'll lose the effect.
Okay. The guard just like looks at you blankly and is like, "Sir, I'm just doing my job."
Then you'll let us through.
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't kill anyone.
No, I didn't ask a question. I just made a declaration. That's what Ronald did. He's declared that he would let.
Yeah, and he said just don't kill anyone.
how do they feel about the Knights of Solamnia? I know it was said previously that not all people do.
To that, don't kill anyone. It's like I would never kill anyone who doesn't deserve it. And then he walks away.
God damn it! Now I have to Google this. Oh wait, no, I don't.
I believe it would say it on the town itself, probably.
If I
Yeah, I was
recall
about to
correctly,
say I have that.
if I recall correctly, the generic response, they have the generic normal baseline response of Knights of Solamnia if they realize you are one, where it's kind of like annoyance and disappointment because it's like, the Knights, you should have done something to prevent the whole calamity. And it's like, yeah, but we didn't. Yeah, but you stood out.
Yeah, it doesn't really say anything specific about them, so I imagine that they're, neutral.
Okay, go with.
Okay.
Because, I mean, usually it would say, like, oh, they hate them, oh, they love them,
Mm-hmm.
if it was important enough to mention at least.
So yeah, I believe I would have some of the insignia on me directly, not hiding it. So that's kind of what I was wondering.
Oh, they're more than neutral.
They're more than neutral, but not loved here.
Yeah, so, I mean, you guys would know this, just as, like, general information. The city would like to receive aid from the Knights of Salamia sometimes, but they can't because they're broke. So,
It'd be politically awkward to try doing so.
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, they don't hate them or anything. Okay, so yeah, you guys go in. Oh my god, I'm trying this like new thing, right? It's not working out for me, so I'm just hold on. Oh my god, I moved one of the thingies and I saw Voss's picture and I was like, why is Jesse here? It's just that thing reminds me of him so much, you know. Anyway, so when you guys go through the gate, this is called the trade gate.
It's almost like they have people come in through that way because it's closer to other towns, so they could do trade.
Do you guys even know where you're going?
I'm gonna hazard a guess it's the giant castle. Or what a castle would look like from top-down view.
Okay, yeah, so the castle, you could go there if you want to. It's very easy to get to because it's so big. Like you could easily navigate your way there.
Because it seems like that would be the person we would want to talk to first about anything town related. Or city related.
for now, I'd probably lag behind a little because if there were ever any, just in the off chance there are any whispers of like people talking about the vulgar refugees or what happened, if there are like any like rumors or gossip or any like misinformation, he would like quickly like, actually this is what happened. Okay, actually that's the way they blew that. We have a portion. This is what happened. He want to make sure correct information is being disseminated among anyone talking about it.
Because we were there. We know
Okay.
exactly what happened.
Exactly. So it's like, because if they're just hearing like traumatized accounts and they're not, and they don't want, and they don't get the full picture from any one person, then they might try to fill in the blanks themselves and get the wrong idea of what happened exactly. And it's like, no. Here's what went down.
Here's a detailed account. Here's my journal, so you can see I wrote it down yesterday.
I go over too many details because we're still on our way.
Yeah, I
But
know,
Runa
I'm
will be
just
lagged
saying.
behind with this endeavor.
Don't worry, I have my Polaroid on me so I can film the whole thing.
If only.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's copyrighted. I had my spirit recording crystals.
Can you guys do me a favor?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Can you draw
Yes.
the route that you take?
I mean,
You are extraordinary. You are versed in artistic ability. This is a really fucked up town. Had a lot of roads.
I mean,
There's enough roads to
it
get you to where you need to
seems
go.
like this would be like the natural course.
Okay. All right. That works. Okay. So yeah, you go that way.
It makes sense going that way, so yeah.
So even
Wow.
if the imposing, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
So we were all invited, right?
Where? To the castle?
Well, not
Yeah,
invited.
like-
but
No,
you
not
guys
really.
know.
We were not officially. We were not officially told to go there. Not by any official channels from Kalaman. We basically deduced that hey, the noble douchebags were there and probably doing something for their own gain. We should probably correct the story of what's going on and what's being spread around. And then Mayor Raven was like, hey, I'm giving you unofficial powers of vague politicalness, so go do something. And that's all we have right now.
All right, fair enough. The only reason I ask is because Rog was helping to do food because he felt that was the most useful thing he could do with his time, because all this political stuff, he's not great at that.
you'd
So
probably
would
stick
you
out.
guys have wanted him to join you?
If you stated
We
you
could
would
need
rather stay,
we could need
then-
intimidating muscle to make sure they'll back the fuck down.
That's
Fair enough. I mean, if you tell Rog that you need his assistance in dealing with some people, he'll join you. It's just like I couldn't think of a reason he would go there if it's just going to be talking. So,
That's fair.
like, if he was invited there, okay, someone invited him there. But if you guys are like, hey, we need your help to deal with people, then you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, Runal.
Yeah.
Runal's trying to think of a scenario where it's like, okay, if they spread lies and they don't want to admit the truth, maybe Raw could like pop his like crack his knuckles and maybe do a little convincing.
Yeah.
Like, what was that again?
All right. So even if the imposing castle Kalaman didn't stand atop 100-foot cliffs, it would still tower over every other structure in the city. The path to it rises up the cliffside, overlooked by giant statues matching those that line the city walls. At the path's end, guards stand before an open gate. Once again, the guards say, "State your business."
We are coming in to speak with your leaders in order to talk to them about the Vogler incident.
Oh, okay. So the guard, he nods, and he will lead you across a courtyard towards a chamber. As you, oh, go ahead.
Because this is vaguely concerning because it's like if the nobles were already here and they didn't already make the same claim, because it's like if they would have made the same claim, wouldn't we even question? Be like, no, we already have people doing that. What are you really doing here? Kind of thing.
I was going to agree. It's like I would assume that what's going on. I would assume that they already came.
Yeah, so if they already came here and they already made that same claim, would we be let in so easily? Like, oh, you too? Okay. Like, what?
So
Not like we already
this
have
is
someone doing this. What are you guys talking about?
this is not an error on my part. This is called bad writing. So
It doesn't say that they use those exact words, so it's like, oh hey, they used a different set of words in order to get in.
it literally says if you explain that you are involved in Vogler at all, the guard leads you right across the chamber, right to the chamber.
You know what?
That's
That makes
it.
sense as well.
Hi, Miss Mannigan. I don't want to see behind the curtain. Fuck. That was sad.
Okay, so as you cross Calman Castle's paved courtyard, a familiar figure intercepts you with an arrogant smile. Baccharis the Younger. My father has matters well in hand. We'll be sure to send for you and the rest of the fish folk once we've determined what's best for them.
So currently, it is one of the guards and younger Baccharis and the four of us, right?
Yes.
Or did one of the guard? Oh, because the guard is still leading us there, right?
Yeah, he's escorting you. Mm-hmm. Did I ever show you what Baccharis the Younger looks like?
Yes, we have.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did once. I had to go back and look, and I was like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
oh,
the area open.
he looks like a twink.
I'm gonna like walk up to him and be like, "Listen here, you little shrimp-looking vampire. We're here to talk through, and the mayor sent us here to help the people. We don't care what you think."
Are you intimidating him?
That's up to you to
Yes,
decide.
sure.
Then yeah, roll intimidation.
When he's talking, kind of pat him on the shoulder, like, "Oh God, good job." And I put like guidance on him.
Oh, I don't think you need a guide.
Hey, we didn't know that.
No,
That's
but
the
it would be
point.
funny though.
I didn't know the roll he would roll when I did it.
No, that's fair. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and use up your guidance and see what he would have gotten.
I
Or
mean,
what
you
you
say
would have rolled
use
for your guidance.
if I'm not mistaken, didn't guidance I don't know, a cantrip with basically infinite uses?
Yup.
Is it? Are you
Oh man, look
serious?
at that.
Why the hell is it a cantrip?
Because it
The
only
And
adds
it's
D4,
only
right?
D4, and it's concentration, and it's only for a minute.
Yeah.
And it
Oh,
also
okay.
never
That's
improves, which makes me very
a
sad.
23. Yeah. Baccharis, he didn't piss himself like a certain other asshole did, but he kind of like storms off, and he's like hurling weak insults at you. And the guard's just like, okay. And then he just continues leading you to the council chamber. What? Oh. So he escorts you into the council chamber, and he says, I don't know how to role play this very well, but he pretty much introduces you and who you are, and then he leaves. So in the room, there are 8 serious people sitting around a broad table in the middle of a spacious hall. At the table's end, a tall man with plaited blonde hair and a velvet vest of blue and gold stands to greet you. Welcome, guests. I am Governor. Yes. What do you want?
To be clear, you said he announced us, right?
Yes.
What do you specifically mention our Major Fire Sorcery and Night Salami statuses?
No.
That's probably announcing us then. It's like he ever asked, like, okay, how do you guys want me to introduce you? Like Runa would specifically make sure he mentioned that he was a Major Fire Sorcery. Like he's really proud of that shit.
Well, even if you did mention it, he'd still just say these are the representatives from Vogler.
And that the nobles never cared about saying that about themselves, right?
I mean, did you pay the guard?
No, why would we?
No.
We're not rich enough
I didn't
to
know it was
just
an
say.
option. He didn't make it say
leave.
like, I don't know, make it worth my while, man. He didn't say
Look,
anything.
you can do anything in this game.
You know, I don't think we're at that level of.
I don't think I have a picture of this guy. Very sad. I kind of wanted a picture of him.
What was his name?
Oh, he says his name is Governor Caliph Miat. Oh, that's why he's a minor character. They don't give a shit about him. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't help my aphantasia brain.
So, he says your leader has briefed us on the situation in Vogler. His bold defense and his eagerness to strike back against these invaders. As Miat says this, he nods to a man near him, Lord Baccharis, who glares at your intrusion. Tell
That
us, the governor
pathetic man.
continues.
You said that pathetic man mustered a strong defense? He couldn't muster a sandwich. This pathetic cretin wet his pants and fled before any of the other people could. Furthermore, his son wasn't much help either. If I had my way, I would have made sure that they were the anchor tying my boat in your harbor.
He is not our
So
leader.
the governor turns to Vicaris and he's like, is this true, Lord Vicaris? Have you been lying to me? And Vicaris starts like stumbling over his words and shit. And he makes up a lie, of course.
No, go on, you fat cretin. Tell him what really happened.
Is that intimidation?
It sounds like it to me.
Yeah, I think.
Using strength instead.
My character is not good at intimidation.
No, remember, you can use strength.
Okay. How would I do that? I am proficient in intimidation. How do I change it to? Can I change it to strength?
I think I looked and you couldn't, which was stupid.
It is stupid. Well, it'll be two higher than whatever this is because my strength. Wait, no, hold on. My charisma's a -1. I have +3, 4 higher than this.
I was thinking it was 4, but I couldn't remember if you did anything to up it.
So 12.
You know what?
I don't think you convinced the sneaky, self-serving noble to not lie.
Probably not. Ooh, I have an idea. Because I can just, because intimidation, since it's 4 higher, I could just do a modifier of 4 to it, right?
Yeah.
In the thing.
Yeah, that should work. Because I don't think you're just going to use your words in order to do that. You'd use your physical station.
Like a lot of gesticulating and whatnot with your muscled arms and whatnot, like pointing at him really aggressively, kind of.
Which, using my strength, that makes my intimidation significantly higher than everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Except for athletics. But no, only a 12.
Man, if only you used guidance.
After Rog yells at the Elder Bakaran, Runal will try to get was it a council leader, or what is he exactly? I forgot what he announced himself.
Mayor, you said?
He is. Oh, the guy that you just met. Yeah, he is the governor.
Governor.
Yeah, Runal will try to get the governor's attention and convince him that I want to try to persuade him that our real leader is one named Mayor Raven, and she is actually helping, going out there, and she is helping the refugees right now. She cares about the people, not trying to be self-serving, and he overtly eyes Bakaran.
Yeah, so Baccharis is like red in the face now, and he's like huffing and puffing.
Red suits you more, you yellow-bellied coward. You look closer to the food you eat, you fat tomato.
Oh my god.
Be glad I'm not a bard.
Jesus Christ.
This taunted vicious mockery.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay. So, Governor Miat frowns. This is all dire news. My heart goes out to your friends and families, but I hope you can understand our Oh, a new word. Let me Google this fucking word.
Retinues?
Are you struggling? Yeah, are you struggling on retinue?
What?
Retinues?
No. Reticence. The quality of being reticent. That's a great definition. Use the fucking word in a definition.
Reserved, quiet, not social,
Okay.
not talkative.
Thank you. Thank you, my little thesaurus. Okay. So yes, but I hope you can understand our retinence to welcome you all through our city gates. These aren't normal times, Marshall.
In that
The
context,
governor
it seems
just
like hesitation.
say it again.
In that context, it would be more interchangeable with the word hesitation.
Oh, well, that makes more sense. Yeah. So the governor gestures to a stern woman wearing armor embellished with blue and gold colors of Calaman. She nods and begins. I am Marshal Vendry, commander of Calaman's military forces. I'm afraid your situation is far from unique.
See, the problem is it's not our situation. We stumbled upon Vogler of our own accord, and we just wanted to help the people there. We're continuing to help them. We're not from Vogler, but they do need help.
Yes, and as do many people in the surrounding area. I see small villages and farms to the south and east of Calaman have been burned in the recent weeks. Vogler is, the largest community that we've encountered so far, and we may not be able to accommodate your people.
I mean, I just explained they're not technically our people.
Yeah,
People
well,
we're
whatever.
representing, kind of thing.
Darn representation.
She also goes on to say, uh, I have sent out many patrols around Kalaman, and they have been cut down. In some cases, with mysterious claw-like gashes in their armor.
It seems as
And
if you might be next.
Yeah, as soon as they mention the claw-like things, Renal looks at the armor that Abby is wearing because
I did
he
fix
used to
it.
Yeah, I know, but it was one of those things where he remembers what it looked like.
so, and she'll say that it seems that you and I guess I shouldn't say your people, so I don't offend Saws, but um,
No, Matt's
you
right.
all have.
We're technically representing them.
Yeah, so you all have provided the clearest information on the enemy that Kalaman has received to date.
Oh yeah, if they let us talk after disproving Bakaris, then Renal would try to go on to give his exact account of all the happenings of what happened between the Red Dragon Army, the actual evacuation preparations, the actual battle that took forth, the weird dragon that someone said that was mechanical, but I don't know. Whatever. I didn't see a dragon before, so weird.
They take out a piece of it to show them.
Hey, look at a weird metal.
This came off of
It's scrap.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So,
Renal's not familiar with dragons, so he doesn't know if it's some kind of weird new scale or not. He's not sure.
okay, so as soon as you show that scale, the council members and Marshal Vendry start to whisper amongst themselves, and then the governor he stands up and says, I would like to request that you all leave the room for a moment. I would like to discuss this new information with my people.
Renal would approach Bakaris and it's probably best you leave as well. Come with us.
No,
Can I persuade him?
no, he must stay.
Must?
The governor says.
Wow.
Because money
I wasn't even speaking to the
solves
governor.
all problems.
Who says they still have money?
I mean, that's what he was trying to do when he was leaving, is take all the money and make sure it didn't go with the raiders.
So how much money do you think he has on him, and how much is left in the boat that he jumped on?
Yeah, and also,
Right.
isn't that the kind of money that the other person would have died trying to get?
Well, I mean, he's rich enough. He probably had secret stashes.
Right. So.
And who knows? Maybe Bakaris killed him. Who knows?
Maybe.
I want to say I wouldn't put it past him, but I don't think he has the skills to do it.
Dude, the guy has a freaking sword in his picture.
So that doesn't
You
mean
seen
you
his
know
picture?
how to use it. It could be for
Listen
flair.
here,
Look at that.
Elliot.
Yeah, if you look at the rest of the picture.
Have you
It's
seen that
probably
blade?
best you do stay here, because if I find you amongst the rest of the people out there,
You won't stay alive for long.
Okay, at this point,
Did
Darrett.
Rock just threaten a noble in like an official council room's chamber? Come on.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, he
That
did.
is
yes,
Matt.
he did. And
He
so
has been
Darrett is
openly
like,
hostile to that person the entire time. He's
That
been
can't be
cordial
right.
with
Darrett
the
is
other
trying
dude.
to usher you out now, Rog. He's like, okay, that's enough.
Oh, he goes
So,
without saying anything else at that point. Like, if he's
oh, okay.
being told to leave, he leaves.
So the
Brunel would slightly
Go ahead.
would slightly distance himself from the rest of the group, and then if the focus was mostly on Rog and having them leave because I'm leaving, okay, I'll leave. It's okay, it's okay. But Brunel will try to take a sec and try to address the governor, and basically asked to stay to listen in, and as a representative of the mages of high sorcery, because there doesn't seem to be too much representation of their sect here. He's like when I was like I'm aware of Mistress Wyhan, and but since she is not here, you should have some kind of delegation here in this important matter.
While I appreciate your concern, young lad, this is a matter for the locals. But I will reach out another
And
time.
then he wants to get questions about Bakaris' involvement if he specifically mentions the fact it's a local issue.
Silence. You are overstepping your bounds. Please
Considering he's a
retreat.
diplomatic envoy, I don't think he is overstepping his bounds. Since Bakaris has no diplomatic power and isn't a local noble.
Well,
I will reconvene with you in just a moment. I must speak with the council. We must confer.
I mean, it does
Confer how much money you're going to take from Bakaris, maybe.
It does kind of make sense. I'm looking at his photo. He does have blue and gold on him. So it does kind of make sense.
Who? Oh, Bakaris?
Yeah. Look at his portrait. He has blue and gold on him, so it kind of makes sense he would be part of them.
That's actually a good guess.
However, before Renal leaves, he doesn't want to have it come to force, just like Rog. But it's the idea that he does want to give lasting few words because he does realize even if he does still see himself as having the right despite being told he doesn't, so whatever. He still mentions the fact that if Bakaris lied about what really happened to Vogler, as he obviously did, just try to be wary of what else he might lie about. And then he leaves.
I have a quick question out of character.
Okay.
So,
what's cracking?
Casting Toll of the Dead, do you have to say anything?
You look at the spell details. If the components are V, then yes.
Damn it. Okay, never mind
I
then.
believe it did, yeah.
Oh my god, are you trying to kill all these people?
Even if it wasn't V, if it was S, they would see you moving around for it.
Right, but I
guarantee you in that council room, there's at least one magical inclined person.
Right, well, I was just
Who
gonna
would know
point
what's
at him while I'm yelling. He was like, "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo." But while I'm yelling at him, just be like, quick.
Then it'd be very obvious murder if that exact situation happened.
I don't think it'll
I was like,
kill
he
him.
just fell over while I'm yelling at him.
As I said, magically inclined people, they would realize what the fuck happened.
Okay, so
he was fine. He was annoyed, but he was fine. After one person yelled at him, he was dealt necrotic damage. What happened? I wonder.
Oh no, he had a heart
So-
attack.
Well, these are noble. I mean, doesn't that mean they're all how many are going to think are mages?
At least one.
maybe one.
Well, how big is this council exactly? Was it like a dozen people?
8
yeah,
people.
Okay. Yeah.
In a large town like this, at least one person would have some kind of magical affinity. Even if lightly, maybe not religiously, like a cleric or some crap, but maybe a very small amount. But they would probably enough to recognize that it was magic.
Fair.
That's my assumption.
Well, that's why I asked first because I was like, I was thinking I could
Let's
slip
kill
it
someone
in.
in front of a whole entire town council that we're trying to get help from because what could go wrong?
Yeah, please
Rob
don't do
was
that.
very close to doing that.
I don't have plans for that. I'm just saying, there's nothing in here about, oh, what if your players murdered the fucking government of Calamon? Yeah, there's nothing in here for that. So,
So I was right.
Anyway.
Oh no,
Anyways.
specifically Bakaris. Nobody else, just him. Maybe
Right.
his son.
So, what do you guys do while you're waiting in the hallway?
Are we
Waiting.
alone in the hallway?
Darren's there.
Other than who we
Are there
came
any
in
guards in
with.
front of the room to make sure we don't go back in?
Yeah, I mean, there's guards, but there's kind of like those decorative guards that are just kind of there.
Decorative guards.
Then they don't. Decorative guards. They don't really have ears. So if you talk, they'll never hear you. It's like, sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, I will be right back.
Okay.
I will also be back momentarily.
Okay.
Goodness.
Jeez, you try to kill one person, everyone runs away.
Well, I didn't run. I would have preferred to stay, but I was like, without me getting into violence, I was like as rudely pushed out as possible.
Oh my god, Merlin is just sleeping like he's on his back with his little paws.
Are you saying this like it's never happened before?
It's just so adorable.
Well, then take a picture if people are away, so you don't have to say that ever again as if it's the first time you've ever seen it.
Oh my god, I can tell you've never had a cat.
There's a difference between having a cat. Well, for record, I have, but I just never had a personal one because I told you, I've moved. Oh god, at least 9 times. I've moved enough times to where a pet is a liability and nothing but a cost. I value people over pets. It was basically how I was raised since we sold pets.
I am back.
Hi.
I'm not wrong with the picture. It does seem like the kind of thing you take a picture of, then didn't brag about it with a picture in general chat or some bullshit.
Okay, fine, I will. God. But I think you're just saying that just so you want to see a picture of him. You secretly want to see him.
Who doesn't want to see cats?
No.
The internet exists. If you want to see pictures of cats, there's Google image search. It's really not hard.
I know, right?
Merlin, go back to sleep. Be cute again.
Yes, yell at the cat.
Damn it! I put the camera up to his face, and he's like, "Huh?"
Did you have a light on?
No, he just senses it. You know, the cats, they can sense everything.
A huge presence and weight potentially right over him. If it let go, it could crush him. Yeah, well, who would not? I want to sense that.
Hold on. His eyeballs are closing again. I think.
You're saying his eyeballs are closing?
Not his eyelids.
Oh, now he's not being cute anymore. Damn it!
Well, you missed your opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna take a picture of him. Merlin.
I thought you meant you were going to take a picture of him the way he was, not call for his attention.
No, he stopped being the way he was. That was the point of her annoyance.
Yes, I mean, I had to have him look at the camera, at the picture.
She wanted to catch him as a cute sleeper, but that didn't happen.
Well, he was a cute sleeper until he woke up because you wanted me to take a picture of him.
Rug is back.
Welcome back.
Okay, we're all here with potentially decorative guards outside the room.
Decorative guards.
That was her word.
I know.
My favorite picture of him sleeping, or laying down, I guess. Or sleeping. Yeah, there we go. Fuck it. We'll just say that. Is this one. I love my cat very much. He's just so fluffy.
My cat is so small.
When I first got him, my mom like got on me. She was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I'm like, "It's a cat." And she's like, "That's a big cat." Like apparently he's bigger than a normal cat.
If
I
you
be-
say so.
I believe my cat to be the runt of the litter, so it makes sense she is
Oh.
smaller.
I think Odin was the runt because he's like significantly smaller than Merlin.
I mean, that's not a good comparison. You just said that he's bigger than most.
That's
Ron
what
will
I'm
ask the rest of
saying.
the party what they want to do while we're waiting.
Oh, okay.
I was
Well,
waiting patiently.
We're all back. We're all.
no, he's not back.
Yes, Rock said he was back.
But his mic is muted, so how can he
Yeah,
be back?
because he's eating. He went to go grab something.
Oh. Oh, he's doing a Jesse. Okay.
I mean, he also
At
does
least he's not.
that.
Yeah, because not everybody enjoys having food in their ear.
I do.
That's
Well,
not
that's
the right
your-
way to eat it.
They're all connected. All the holes are connected in your head, at least.
Not widely enough. So, would anyone actually respond? Because we're not like, okay, guys, what do you want to do? I try.
I'm just gonna wait patiently. If you guys decide to do something else, that's alright. I will join if I can.
Rog is not good at all this planning stuff, so if you guys come up with a game plan, he will help you implement it, but he doesn't do the thinking so good.
I'm just still kind of like red-faced, pissed off that fat bastard was just sitting in there, and they let him stay. So like, yeah, I'm just pissed off, and I have nothing to say right now.
Could I roll
Oh.
insight to see?
I was
if
trying
they're-
to figure out how to murder him, so
Could I roll insight to see why it seems he would be staying in there?
Yes. You can try.
If the other incited person wants to do that too.
Actually, I want to.
By the way, it doesn't look like Rog is fuming at all, despite how up in arms he was just a minute ago.
It's one of those. Oh, that wasn't raging. You've seen me rage.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I would try to take a step from the guards and get Perrin's attention. Be like, hey, just how sneaky can you be?
He can transform into a rat. How sneaky do you want him to be?
right. I was like, what you got in mind?
It's like, what if what if you followed Bakaris, and what if we don't have to worry about seeing him tomorrow?
Oh, you suggest he takes a long nap?
So long, we couldn't even call it a nap at that point.
Agreed. All right. Do we? What about the sun?
What? Yeah, well, and it's like, Perrin, that's what friends are for. Oh my god, I think we're evil.
You guys are. That's why he didn't say anything to me.
Well, Perrin was sneaky. He's probably really dex-based. You're a fucking cleric. He assumed that you'd be too moral to do it.
Exactly. That's why I said. That's why he didn't mention anything to me.
You're also not sneaky.
I, in general, don't like people that aren't like my people. Like, I'm willing to help people in need and stuff like that, but when you're outright just like shitty, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically how Renald views it. All the people of Vogler suffered. The elder and younger Bakarises, they gave less than a shit on about any of that, even before the Red Dragon army came. They didn't, and they only looked out for themselves and their wealth when the boats were leaving. That's it. And then immediately, as soon as they got here, they immediately tried to basically, hey, guess what? We're going to look out for ourselves once again. Everyone else in Vogler, fuck them. They suffered, but we're going to profit off it in every way possible. And it's like, no, 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 no. Not letting that fly.
So,
So we're kind of planning like double assassinations right now. We're not the cleanest
okay.
party you're ever going to have.
All
I
right.
took
So,
the guards before I started whispering about this, by the way.
okay. But for that insight roll though, you get the feeling that the governor might be ripping Bakar as a new asshole.
Oh, good.
That doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to die.
True.
By the way, if you do invite Rog to be part of that, he will politely decline.
He doesn't view Ronald doesn't view Rog as sneaky enough for the plan.
That's fair. I just wanted to let you know he.
Fair enough.
As much as he doesn't like the dude, he won't participate in anything untoward. What's the backstabby?
Okay,
it's like, I
so
can be sneaky, but if I want to kill someone, I want to do to their face. So my
Exactly.
axe
so
can be their
about
face.
so about 30 minutes pass by. Yes.
Ronald is really fucking bored.
And then nothing happens. So
Ronald does that one thing where it's like people who are bored but are in front of Buckingham Palace, and he's like fucking with the guards.
oh, well, another half hour passes.
Rog would have gone back to the refugees and continued to help them at this point.
Okay,
That's
all right,
fair.
that's fine. Because it's about an hour now that they've been waiting. So once about I'm like an hour and like 10 minutes or so, the meeting adjourns, and the chambers open, and most of the council members file past you without a glance. Marshal Vendry beckons to you from the door, while inside, Governor Miat and Lord Baccharis remain seated.
Does it
What
make
do you
mention
do?
that we're one fewer number now?
No, he's just because he.
Does
Well,
Baccharis there's like 1% more relieved that the huge muscle barbarian who was snarling at him earlier is at least not here right
I
now?
was just about to say that. Yeah, he does look a little less tense, but
Like
he's still.
watching a group walk in and realize, oh, he's not with them. Oh.
He kind of looks like one of those kids that just got like reprimanded by their teacher, so he's like sitting in his chair, like, oh, I shouldn't say anything.
He looks really
By the
sulked down
way,
in his chair.
that reminds me, when Rog gets back to the refugee camp and starts helping him out, he is going to be voicing his displeasure at the fact that Baccharis is trying to profit off the fact that Vogler fell.
Would you be
Okay.
voicing that
To
too?
anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're letting
basically.
everyone know. Okay.
Oh yeah, anyone and everyone.
It almost.
All right. So do you guys go into the council chamber?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
He beckons you to sit, and once you've sat down, he says in a decisive tone, the citizens of Kalaman are prepared to offer your people shelter in the neighborhoods outside the city walls, the protection of our soldiers, and, while we can spare it, food from our tables. He folds his hands and fixes his eyes on you. There is a condition, though.
Well, if he's fixing his eyes on us, I don't. Are we saying like are we still all clustered, or is it on one particular person?
All of you. He looks to each of you.
Okay. And what is that condition?
He says, we are growing concerned about the threat that is posed by the enemy that attacked Vogler and presumably other local areas. We have dreadfully little amount of information about this foe. And as you heard Marshal Bendry, most of the scouts we've sent have disappeared. You all, however, have faced this foe and saved an entire village from its attack. So, in return for Kalamon protecting the people of Vogler, I would like you to report to Marshal Vendry as special operatives in the Kalamon military.
All right.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, Runal would stop if Abby immediately agree. Like, hold on. Are you saying that we need to officially and unconditionally join your personal city's military?
Yes, although only one of you need to swear yourself to serve the Kalamon military. You will be paid, of course, for this, and receive free lodging.
Yeah, nope. Not me. Fuck that.
Would that go?
Ronald would mention that he had already sworn himself as a mage of high sorcery. He is not. His loyalties do not split so easily.
I was about to ask the same kind of line of thought process for the Knights of Salamnia.
Um, he will say that, hmm, crazy.
Well, I mean, the mage of high sorcery have a much larger scope they give a shit about than just one
Yeah.
city.
And the same thing about
Um,
Salamnia Knights.
so he says that he would be extremely grateful to have a member of the Knights of Salamia within their ranks. Um,
How long would this be for?
only until the threat of the region is over.
Then I shall agree.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Ronald's the same thing, but he still thinks it's a really dubious deal.
Wait, so Ronald's agreeing too, or?
No, he's not
Oh,
saying
okay.
anything. He's not saying anything any further to stop Abby from joining. But it doesn't make him stop thinking it's a dubious deal. It's like, hey, so we're gonna help out people of Vogler, and we realize you guys are actually capable. But if you wanted to keep helping them out, it's like, wait, what now? Is this like an extortion kind of deal? Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, I can see
Then
that.
you'd basically need to become our special forces unit, and they're like, the fuck.
Well, with Albie accepting, Governor Miot, he's he's smiling, and he instructs Marshal Vendry to dispatch the guards to help the refugees relocate to lodgings outside the trade gate. Trade gate. There we go.
Runal's expecting some kind of oath recitation or something like that because there's always a fucking oath when you join.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that right there. Eventually, but Marshal Vendry is. She says, "Please meet me on the second floor of the castle in my office when you are ready to learn more about your position and your first duties."
Directed only at me or the group?
Just you.
Okay.
But I mean, the group can come, of course.
Yeah.
And she also says, in the meantime, um, or not in the meantime, when you have the chance, there we go. You should ensure that your people are safe and that you familiarize yourself with the city.
So
When she mentions your people, uh, despite being potentially cowed right now, Renal will still overtly and openly glower at Bakaris. Heavily like very like with a very like the motion and vibe he's trying to not even remotely trying to veil whatsoever is like our people. Yeah, our people. How many you give a shit about them, huh? It's like they would have to get a nat one to not realize that's how he was feeling in that moment. He does not take an insightful person. Um, Runa would want to follow Abby just because he's still unsure about this deal because like you're like hey all you have to, like hey all you join our personal army and all you have to do is how long you ask just until you save the world. It's like come on what.
Yeah. It's like they did say somewhat of an ending point, so it's like, okay, I'll help.
Oh yeah, just defeat that army we already saw.
Wait, hold on. So you're going to go to her office first?
Yes, because we're already
Oh,
here,
okay.
so why not?
So you go to the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
Also on this floor, you see, when you're passing by, you notice that this seems to be like the military command and officer lodgings. But when you arrive at Marshal Vendry's office, it is very spare. It holds little more than a desk heaped with documents, shelves filled with rolled scrolls, and a board on which pinned a map of the surrounding province of Nightland. Vendry stands as you enter. Thank you for coming. I won't mince words. We're in the dark regarding these dangers. I fear are fast approaching our gates, and your role will change that. But first, you must have questions.
What?
So
Sorry,
you can
is
ask
Karen coming with
any
us?
question.
So what do you know by at this point in time? Like they just keep saying we know little, but what is little?
Everything that you have told me today is the extent of what I know.
So
Therefore,
you know
you
jack shit.
Oh, yeah, so shit went down, and we're the only ones who told them the whole story, and so they didn't know anything about any of this until we told them.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and as such, you are the experts of this matter at the current time.
It was mentioned a special force. What in exact detail would you be expecting?
You are expected to serve as a specialized squad dedicated to meeting the challenges our other troops can't address. Um,
What are we getting paid?
how so your salary will be paid in advance. And you can pick up your first payment of 5 gold coins from my clerk today.
And where is your clerk?
God damn it.
To confirm, Denver, it's only Abby that gets paid, right?
I believe so, because I'm the only one agreeing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like, parent is like, "What are we getting paid?" It's like, dude, it's not us. It's the one who swore their oath down.
Yeah, well, 5 gold to swear your soul. Screw that.
Right?
Bro, what the fuck?
And I did just say that out loud too, just like to be like, you're you dumbass. We're here to support you, dumbass.
I'm just gonna say the first one. The first floor. There we go. We'll just say that.
Oh no! I said the quiet part out loud.
Right.
I'm currently working on your first assignment. Say it again.
So if we're on the second floor, the first floor would be where the clerk is to get paid.
Yes.
Okay.
So while I'm currently working on your first assignment, in the meantime, you should familiarize yourself with the castle and your lodgings, which will be on the fourth floor. And to clear up any possible confusion, you and your companions are all being provided food and lodging during your time with the Kalaman military.
Is the fourth
Sweet.
floor where you have all your soldiers sleep, or
The fourth floor.
Like, is that the general barracks or for castle soldiers? Or...
Wait. It's a lot of scrolling. Okay. Yeah, the fourth floor, it's all I can provide you right now. Typically,
That
our
wasn't direct answer to
lodgings.
the question. So
What?
they asked basically, is that where all the soldiers sleep? And you're like,
Well, you can tell that she's like kind of sheepish about this answer, because she goes on to say that most of the castle guards, they dwell on the third floor, or in ancillary structures, and our command, he's here on the second floor. However, the fourth floor is it's a little in need of some TLC.
it honestly
You will
would
be the only ones on that floor, so you will have the privacy if needed.
it honestly would make more sense to have your forces on the bottom floor so they can get to battle faster if need be.
We hold events on the first floor as well as our armory is there and the various government offices. So there isn't enough space. We make do with what we have.
well, we have access to your armory.
Yes, all of you will have access to the armory.
To confirm, Joe, do you have a scimitar?
I believe he has a shillelagh if he needed it, so he's a quarterstaff.
The mace.
A mace. Ooh, fancy.
Okay, because scimitars are the only martial weapon that druids can use for some reason.
Yeah.
And if you, for whatever reason, go through a long rest and you don't, and you already burned your wild shape charges, then that would most likely, depending on what Denver allows, you can probably just ask for better armor right now.
Ooh, that sounds like a good idea.
And you are,
Can I?
and if I remember correctly,
Good.
you're not restricted by the metal restrictions.
I'm pretty sure I said that was stupid.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know if it was different for this plane, so I wanted to double check.
I mean, it could be, but I think it's stupid.
Runal would leave them to go to the fourth floor if they wanted to go there, or go to the armory if they wanted to go there, but he can't use shit in the armory. What's he gonna do? Get a sling? Fuck that. And so he was gonna go find Rog and try to inform him that if he needed some kind of mundane weapon, and basically update Rog on the goings on of what the mission is and what they know so far, and the fact that we have access to an armory and that we have a place to sleep.
So you're saying?
Oh, go ahead.
Good.
So you're saying?
I was gonna ask if I was able to, take things from the armory, if it could help us in our mission.
Yeah, all of you.
We had access to it. If we have access to it, that means they'll let us have stuff.
All right. Well, I just double checking.
Because I definitely would look in there, see what they have, see the craftsmanship.
I'll be.
So I'm going there first.
Okay. Before you do though,
I was like, I
Marshall Bendry gives Abby a small, it's like a small poem-sized emblem with the blue and gold symbol of Kalman etched in its face, and this is the symbol of your special rank, which is akin to like a lieutenancy, which is higher than soldiers but lower than commanders. So put that in your inventory. Do it.
Who does he report to? Do we report directly to?
Probably Marshall, and that's about it. Yeah, it would be, dude. We're special ops.
That's what I was
Which
assuming, but
yeah,
that's fine.
yeah, which is the in-game explanation for why we can go in a very small unit rather than going in with an entire army.
Marshall Bendry does not have a picture. That's so sad.
We're probably only going to be with them for like a chapter and then they're done.
Oh, I hope she doesn't get killed. It's crazy.
It's almost like we got to travel.
Because,
for it.
We'll find out.
It just sucks. Like when you don't have a picture of somebody, it just makes you feel like, are they gonna die?
I don't know. Try Google Images,
Oh, I guess I could.
and then if you find an image, just put it into Discord and say, "Hey, this is what you look like."
There is no picture.
You put the name in quotes and add Dragonlance. No picture. Damn.
Yep.
Yep, she's dying. No.
I
found
feel like that's it.
2 gay guys. That's about it.
Well, that's because you put Marshall without quote. Probably one of these
Anyways.
guys is named Marshall, so whatever. Would Rog want to go into the army to get new stuff after I told him about it, or would he just like, oh, that's cool?
It's
Well,
free,
he doesn't wear
I think.
armor, and he's already got a weapon made by his friends, a weapon gifted by his late friend, and his trusty hatchet axe.
Fair.
So he's
Fair.
pretty much set.
Like not even half plate. Would I give him better armor than like his current base armor?
Doesn't that turn off like a
Yeah,
bunch of
probably, but
visibilities?
he doesn't wear armor.
Yeah. That's the thing, though, Matt. It would any wearing armor would override the unarmored defense. But there are some barbarians that choose not to wear armor. There are other barbarians who would choose to use armor, but have standards, and it's like, oh, hey, I mean, as long as it mechanically gets better than my unarmored AC, fuck it, I'll wear armor, kind of thing. Because, yeah.
I mean, he wouldn't get the movement benefits then. Because it does say unarmored.
He doesn't mean he lose health. That's one of the biggest points of rage and other shit. And I thought that was just as long as you didn't wear heavy or some bullshit. I don't know.
I can't remember the
What the
details.
fuck?
Oh no, unarmored movement might be a thing, but
There's like nothing on the armory. What the fuck?
So I'm guessing it houses
Denver,
basic.
when Terry did it, he basically just let us have a lot of mundane stuff that didn't cost too much.
Mm-hmm.
So if we didn't already have plate armor, he wouldn't let us get plate armor.
Well, yeah, I mean, not the expensive shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. There was like a price limit on it, probably, but otherwise he basically.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's right here. I found it. I just can't read. It's There's mundane weapons, light armor, and medium armor, and for free.
What do you mean? Why do you have to use the phrase "for free" as if there were other things, but we have to pay for them?
We might.
No, they're all for free. Everything.
So yeah, why'd you clarify with free?
That's all they have.
The fact that we don't have to pay in the first place.
So would they have arms in the armory too, or was it just armor?
No, she said what kind of weapon.
Did she?
There's arms and armor.
What kind of weapons? We say what kind of weapons?
Martial mundane weapons, light armor. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Martial or simple, because they might just have. Like,
I would say both, because like in my head, mundane is both martial and simple, but just like not magical. You know.
That's what I was hearing it as, but I was like, I didn't know.
You know what? That's fair. Rog doesn't seem like a longbow kind of guy anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Rog wants to be in their face.
Mm-hmm.
Like dual wielding hand crossbows? No. In the face.
We can get free hand.
The only way I'd be using a crossbow is if I was shoving it down someone's throat.
Oh my.
Well, just because you can get it for free doesn't mean you have proficiency with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'll look
What's the next step?
Medium armor.
Go back.
So I have leather armor.
Help.
Leather armor is light armor, right?
Yeah. Because you could go up to medium. I believe druids have medium.
Yeah,
right?
I can go up to medium. So I want to grab a.
Would you allow him half plate?
I mean,
half
if
plate
for the other druid.
from this. Do you mean like because of the restriction for druids, or because of like how much it costs?
How much it costs?
I would say maybe like
I was trying to give them away that for free. It's like 450 fucking gold.
I mean, there's like a chain shirt, or spiked armor, but that's about it.
Well, spiked armor is
Not even
probably
hide?
not
Damn.
confusing.
No, there's hide. Yeah, there's hide.
But that's
I don't know if
light
there'd be
armor,
scale
isn't it?
mail. That's kind of weird.
Anything better than leather?
Yes. All of
Oh
what
yeah.
Lizard
So
says
Yeah.
is
Minimum,
better.
yeah.
So that's what I got.
so hide, a chain shirt, and spiked armor. The spiked armor would give disadvantage to those stealth checks.
I believe the chain shirt would technically as well, because that does chink around.
It doesn't say that on here, but that does make sense. Like that.
It would, yeah. I forget.
Oh,
I
chain
think there's like, go ahead.
chain mail does, but chain shirt doesn't. Well, how's it make it make sense?
Well, yeah.
It really doesn't. It's technically they're basically the same thing.
Yeah, I know. One just has like longer sleeves.
And legs.
Oh yeah, and then legs.
So I guess that's why.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, sorry. Half plate 750 gold. 400 gold is still breastplate for breastplate, chain shirt, and hide. Apparently, don't miss with stealth. Because despite being metal,
Yeah.
chain shirt is apparently thin enough. So
That's why I said spiked armor, chain shirt, and hide. Those are your options for medium armor. No scale mail for obvious reasons.
100 gold limit, I presume.
I mean, I guess we could do like fish scale, but that'd be like really weak.
Yeah, that wouldn't be scale mail then.
Consider something like crocodile scale or something smaller, non-dragon like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then okay.
Stuff that would be in the
fair.
river anyway.
You could do like crocodile scale mail, or armadillo scale mail. Turtle shell scale mail.
I don't think
Turtle?
that's really a scale, to be
Turtles,
honest.
turtles. Turtles an amphibian. That's not reptilian scale territory.
All right. Well, then turtle mail, tortoise shell
Turtle
mail.
plate. You got turtle plate.
What are you getting? Damn it!
He's gonna become a hero in the half shell, obviously.
Yeah, the turtle plate sounds good.
Here, I'll put the list. I'll put the list in the chat.
What's your dex modifier again?
2.
For your druid, what's your dex modifier? Oh, just 2.
Okay, where should I be looking at this then? It's
Meh.
Medium
If you
armor.
want to, I would say go chain shirt. It doesn't fuck your dex. It doesn't fuck your stealth. And if you only have +2, you already that's the maximum normal amount you're going to get from any medium armor bonus. And so chain shirt's going to give you 13 +2, rather than leather being 11 just +2.
okay.
And so if you, for whatever reason, are out of wild shape charges during a long rest, you at least have 2 more AC than currently.
Yeah, I'm at 15 right now, so that's
Do you remember how to put the new armor in?
drag and drop.
Yeah. Make sure you unclick your old armor though, or else it'll be like, oh, error.
Or you can go to like the whole list of inventory and delete the leather armor.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that makes sense too. If you're getting rid of your armor, your leather armor, I don't know why you keep it though.
Would he be able to sell it back to him?
Oh, you could give it to me. I could make something out of it.
They're not really a merchant place. They don't do exchange of money.
Abby's a craftsman. That's true.
Yeah,
I guess I'll hold on to it while we're in town. I might be able to just sell it.
I mean, there should be merchants in town somewhere. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Would the average townsperson, if I can ask them for directions, would they know where Wyhan is?
Yeah, yeah, she's pretty well known in the town. Mm-hmm.
I will also, before I leave, grab my money.
Okay, well, we put your 5 gold.
Oh no, a drop in the bucket. Oh no.
Are you
I'd
trying
wanna,
to go see her?
yeah, I'd want to immediately go see her because I was told to bring a scroll to her, and even though it was stupid fucking nine little magic, and order just fucking flick scroll, and you know what? Fine, here's the scroll, damn it, that kind of thing. Yeah,
You said a male shirt, or how did you say that again?
chain,
mail.
Chain.
chain,
Chain
space
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. This chain mail is
Yeah.
different than chain shirt.
Yeah.
Correct.
I forgot they don't have that in the name directly.
All right, so you hear from people around, and you learn that Wyhand's apothecary is actually pretty close to well, I guess a lot of things are close to. It's nearby, damn it.
Center of town, nearby a lot of stuff. Who would have thunk?
It's down there.
Well, regardless of what part of town is, he would go there.
Are you bringing anybody with you? What
No,
if you get
no,
lost?
it's like he's a talker. He'll talk for more help. Well, Rog didn't seem to care about the armory since he already had what he needed, and the other two were checking out the armory and possibly going to check out the 4th floor, and he didn't care about that as of yet. He had other priorities.
Okay.
So currently, while other people were doing that, like he doesn't need new armor, he can't use armor, so fuck it.
All right, so you find
Anything?
the shop. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, is there anything better than a mace sitting around?
That's why I asked if you want to do a scimitar. A scimitar, instead of strength like a mace is, a scimitar is based off dexterity, and it's the only martial weapon you can use. It's like a short sword, it's a D6.
You'll probably hit more reliably with it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Shit. Who's that?
Okay, my mace is D6 plus 1.
I should just make a channel with like all of the screenshots of like all this stuff, like the magic items or like the armor and stuff, because we it's all like googling we do.
Right. Okay.
I mean, you could just go to general and just like edit like one post of links for the stuff, and then.
Oh yeah, I know. I could. I'm gonna do something crazy. That's crazy. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. Anyways,
When
so
you
yeah,
do that, I
you
would assume it's really insignificant,
Speaking
but,
of crazy, my mom says she needs my help with something, so I'll be back in a bit. I don't
okay.
know how long it's gonna take.
Okay, we'll be here.
I might get into magical shenanigans, so it's okay.
So you find the apothecary. It's the foggy windows are like obscuring a selection of charms and occult trappings for sale. And there's like a sign on the front that shows the business hours, and you realize that they're only open during the day. And of course, it's the day, so they're open. And when you enter, um, Wyhand's apothecary smells of licorice and pepper. The modest shop has
Are there any markings outside to signify like so like in some games where it's like, hey, there's a thieves guild, and it's like, oh, hey, this door is a really good mark, go steal from here, kind of thing. Where like, is there any mark to be like, hey, fellow mages by sorcery, I'm cool, don't worry, kind of like symbols outside or in the arcane sigils or anything?
nope.
Damn, that'd be nice.
So the modest shop has a few meager tables displaying good luck charms, old animal bones, and vials advertising various remedies. At the rear of the shop, a human woman with raven hair and a dark dress with feathered wing-like sleeves stands behind a counter heaped with open books. She looks up from her reading, eyes you with disinterest, then goes back to her book. And this is what the woman looks like once the damn thing loads. There we go. This is what she looks like.
So she has a picture, but the leaders of the town don't. I see how you are.
She is directly involved with a direct thing where they wanted to introduce the mages by sorcery, and she is a direct connection.
I'm just saying, it's kind of funny.
Should she think that they would the other people
We
would?
didn't get her art when we were players, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
We got so much less art handouts when we played. But
Oh.
it was confirmed that Wyhan was the person I was supposed to talk to, and she was in this town. It was a confirmed like kind of like point of contact, right?
What? Sorry.
I know this. But I know for sure I'm supposed to meet Wyhan of all people, correct?
Yes, 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 you do. Yep. Wait.
How would one mage address another one in this specific society?
I I don't believe that is like fleshed out, but I can Google it real quick just to make
If
sure.
there's any titles or ranks or anything. I know it's not military, but it's like there are a version of higher ups and apprentices and whatnot. Like I don't know if I call her Master Wyhan or like, hey, yo, Wyhan, go, and it'd still be cool. Like I don't know.
I mean, they do have like high mages. They call it like high mage. Like,
But I know, but I don't know necessarily if she would qualify as one or not. So I wasn't sure if there was like
oh,
a rank you could call them this instead kind of thing, and it's like, oh okay.
yeah, I don't see anything on here about like a hierarchy or anything. So I mean, master. Oh, never mind. I lied. Okay, so um, da, 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 da. So there's the towers, right? All towers of high sorcery would choose 3 representatives, one from each tower, creating 5 total from each of the orders. From these 5, a master of that order will be elected, and of those 3 masters, a high mage will be selected. This was known as the Council of 15. So there is a hierarchy, but she's not a
But
master.
yeah, she's if I recall correctly, she's retired or some shit. She
She's
looks awful
just
young to be like,
chilling.
she looks really young to be like out of the game.
That's mages for you.
Right?
No, she's it says it in her bio. She's a dedicated member of the organization. She's not retired. That's Becklin. Becklin was retired from the Knights of Solamnia.
Yeah. So we never got to ask why they got retired. Like I've seen
Okay.
some shit. Yeah. Um. Well, before I went in, I would have tried to do. Would I be able to do precipitation to try to like reseal the scroll in some way where it might be vaguely plausible or like um believable that it wasn't open?
Yeah, you can try.
Do I need a roll for that?
No, it's just that you tried.
Oh, well, fuck you very much.
It's a cantrip, bro.
Um,
Like,
I know, but it's like you give me like an arcana to see how well it actually came across. Where it's like if you tried so hard and you went so far, but you know in the end, fuck you. Um, um, but it's like okay, he gave it a shot. I guess there wasn't really any other spells left to do with it. But, like there was like he has mending and precipitation. I don't know what else you want him to try with. Um, so he goes in and he dismisses him because like, oh, a person, yeah, people. I don't know her. Um, uh, but because he can't just presume, he looks fancy, sure, but there is a thing as illusion magic, so you never know. Um,
The world will
um,
never know.
right. So it's not how many licks, dude. Um, and so he asked her specifically, like outright, are you Magister Wyhan?
that is I, yes.
Then I believe I have this to give you. And he would hand her the scroll.
Okay, and as she takes it, she's like, you're interested in the mages of high sorcery. Hmm.
Well, when she said like interested in, it's like in his mind he already is one. So it's like what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? I already am one. Like I joined. Fuck. But when he actually says it, like something like that.
So she'll open the scroll and she reads it and goes, and like, as if she sees things that you didn't.
She's
No
got
offense,
those
I would
special
laugh.
eyes.
It would be at my expense. I'm aware, but I would laugh if like a scroll was like sentient in some way. Like,
You like completely peaked your mic. What the fuck did you just say?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Nothing in plot relevant. Go ahead. He's not shocked by that, considering she was the proposed and presumed recipient of said scroll, so it makes sense that she'd be able to read it, kind of thing. Because magic does kind of abide by a certain level of rules, you know.
Okay. So she looks at you and there's like a hint of skepticism in her eyes. And she says, "Why do you think you're worthy of using magic?"
Um, am I able to manifest any level of connection with the god that divinely chose me? As
What are
like
you trying to do?
prove that I have a connection and I was favored.
You can try. I don't know. Like, how would you manifest that? Like, what would it?
Can I try to cast augury in front of her and ask the god Nuatari to show proof? Because I want to further my education in magic and humbly request his proof of my favor to this non-believer kind of thing in like the most like subservient way, because
Jesus Christ.
not like not like, oh my god, you're such a weakling, you're pathetic, I don't know why I would help you right now, not like to that level, but like I'm gonna be respectful, but come on, man, could you?
You, you do realize
I am
he's wearing black robes, right?
you. She was actually really wearing colorful shit, so I don't know.
What are you talking about? That's black robes. Oh, okay. Well, I guess she's just flashy with hers, but technically that's a black robe, I guess, for her description. Like she just outwardly
Yeah,
wears black robes.
Yeah, she has blues and purples and shit. It's like I'm not gonna immediately think that, oh, she's clad in complete black robes. It's like I'm not seeing that.
One, Rug
Yeah.
is back. Two, I can explain that. Um, those feathers on her arms are iridescent. So they appear blue in this picture because they are basically shiny black feathers. You know, kind of like ravens.
And I'm wondering too if that like bottom blue part is more like a dark blue, like you know how sometimes black appears blue. Like maybe it's like that kind of thing, but they just like artistically chose to make it
Oh
a little bit
well,
lighter. I don't know.
he would mention his connection to Nuatari and respect her choice of color.
Okay.
Like make an open statement of it.
Okay. She doesn't really make a comment on that, and uh, then she asks, "Do you serve your magic, or does your magic serve you?"
Runal would mention how he was imbued with the power from the moons, and he is grateful for a special connection with one of them in particular. But he knows he has a greater purpose, and he will make sure the magic serves him, and he will get done what needs to get done.
Okay. And if you were to lose your magic, what would you do? Pull your hair out, probably.
Well, it's a weird question to ask a sorcerer, to be honest. And it's like, you lost your magic. Go read some more, fucker. Well, like, oh, you lost your magic. Oh, go cry to your little sugar daddy. Go fuck off. It's like, Claire, go off your thoughts and prayers. Oh, you lost your magic, sorcerer. Oh my God, what even am I anymore? It's a really weird thing to ask a sorcerer. Um, he would take he would take a sec to think about that and like genuinely look like he was really like sincerely pensive because he is. He never really thought it never really occurred to him about like what if somehow Your literal inherent baked inside your genes magic is gone. um, um, then coming out of a thoughtful stupor, he would look her in the eye, and he would tell her that he would get it back at any cost, and he would make anyone who forced him to lose it or took it would pay.
Eat their souls.
I mean, I would probably need magic for that.
Okay, so she just says, interesting, interesting. Okay. She will, she'll think a little bit, and then she will look back to her scroll, or the scroll that you gave her. And she will say, it seems that you might be destined for the red robes.
He does one of those things where he like exhales air out of his nose because he finds it amusing. Like, we'll see about that.
It's funny because it gives me a table rate and like based on like everything you say. But earlier today I was joking when I said, "Oh, you're dedicating all this stuff to new Atari. What if you get the red one?" And
Oh yeah, DM, because you have zero control over that. Yeah.
oh, I know. I mean, I don't have control over this part, but later I do.
A lot of the modules have more control for its like guidance factor, but okay.
No, just trust
Because
me.
because I don't know what all the info given to you about Wyhan, but it's really possible that she could think to herself, "Dude, this bitch is crazy."
Okay, so but after she tells you that, she says, fuck. I'm going to
Bruno's
what?
he's not like that. Like she tells you fuck, and it's like you sit in the way like it would be a command.
That's the only way to get to the black robes.
Well, job to job, gotta do what I gotta do.
Okay, so I'm going to contact my fellow mages of high sorcery and petition for your inclusion in the organization. And I promise that I will contact you when I hear back from the mages uh, in Wayrith. And when that time
What kind of delay
comes,
do you
I
expect for
will
a reply?
say it again.
What kind of delay do you expect for a reply?
What do you mean? What?
The anticipated
Oh.
wait
It'll
time.
take to get back to you. Come on.
Oh my God. Well, these mages sometimes they get a little busy, so it may take a few weeks. It might take a month. Um, at the latest, it could be several years.
Jesus.
It all depends. But I will also aid in transporting you to Wayrith when the time comes. Do you have any questions for me?
Nope. Let me know when it's time.
Okay, well, if you're not going to purchase anything, then I will ask you to leave.
Oh, he was already planning. Like, if you're not gonna purchase, he's already half turned when he said the word purchase. He's like, my business is concluded here. He was literally there for just that one point of business. He wasn't there for shopping.
Okay, so now what's the party doing? What are we doing? Are you all going to collaborate?
Well, Rob was trying to cook. How did that go?
What were you cooking exactly?
Their food.
Basically, just whatever was available that I could cook to help people out.
Okay, so probably like lots of leftover scraps, maybe some berries from like nearby bushes, and
If I
a
could
couple
hunt game, I
fish.
would do that too.
In the area that you're at, you'd have to travel like a little bit, maybe like a couple miles, just to get to the forested part to get any. Wait, is fish considered game?
Yes.
Oh well, then yeah, fuck it. You could go fishing in the river.
Rog likes fishing.
I mean, a lot of people would help you that with that too, because I mean they were, it was a fishing town. They're all mostly pretty experienced with that, so they help, and then you cook lots of food. Rog, also, a couple hours into you doing that, you notice several wagons, and a contingent of soldiers from Caladan are approaching the camp with food and extra food and supplies, um, and they're aiding the most people who need it most, of course, first. And they're eventually assisting everyone in relocating to an unoccupied group of simple wooden buildings north of Calaman's trade gate. So it's like, it's dry, safe, and yeah, there's a
Nice.
after a couple more hours, I guess they established a communal cookhouse and an infirmary.
Well, that's nice. If that's under control, then Rog would probably attempt to find the least habited area and with the most animals and just kind of chill there, even if that means he's basically going to be by himself fishing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the most animals you see right now are in the ocean, so into the water you go.
Fishy, fishy. I am fishing.
It sounds very
Um,
efficient.
I was just gonna try to sell my leather armor anywhere as quick as possible. I don't really care what I would get for it, but I was trying to catch back up with Renal.
Okay, so if you're going to quickly sell your armor, I guess there's no haggling involved. So you got 2 gold pieces.
All right, do I find him?
Oh man, 2 whole gold pieces.
Do you find Rock?
Yeah,
He
Renal.
was he was looking.
Oh,
for
Renal. You do you know where you're going?
He
Because keep in
mentioned
mind, you went to the armory. I didn't.
Mhm.
right, so like that he left. So no, I don't really know where he went. I was just trying to find him.
Oh, so you kind of like end up in a random ass part of town.
That's fair.
I would probably try to find after knowing Wyhan. Probably try to find Bakaris the Younger.
Yeah. So since I like wind up in a random part of town, I was like, yeah, screw this. And I head back to the castle, and I walk into like one of the bathrooms or something, and just or I start walking around seeing if I can find Elder Bakars first. See if I can get a lockdown on where their rooms are.
This may not go well for our group in the future, then.
I will have 2 weeks to figure it out. uh, Hold on. I read this earlier. They went somewhere. I just can't remember where, and I'm trying to find it again. Hold on. Believe in me. It'll help me find it quicker.
You can do it.
What are you? Who are you? Tinkerbell?
Think happy thoughts.
Yeah, because they did something really dickish. Oh, here we go. Um, so you could probably ask around for where either of them are, because they are such, you know, flamboyant assholes that,
Okay, yeah, we're not going to ask about townspeople or ask townspeople about where the Younger went because he's doing it as the guise of there was important information that was supposed to be related to him, but he left too soon.
Okay.
Would anyone be able to guide me where he is?
Yes. Several people say that they saw somebody that fit that description head to the Steady Beacon, which is a big ass tap room on the east side of town. And that is right here.
Meow.
Wow.
Saws is thinking on how to kill Pakaris.
Mm.
So,
You know
I
what?
guess
That's fair. I feel that.
when he went to the
I have a
castle,
lot of spells that do just to do some different interesting things. Okay, I was making sure I knew my options. It's okay. You can cut to Joe for trying to find the.
yeah. So I figured I'd go up and ask, like, so the castle guards right at the front gate, not like the ones further in that realize that we got like beef going on, but
Mhm.
just the ones I was like, hey, remember the nobles that came in a little bit before us? They're from whatever the hell that
Yeah, Vogler.
Vogler with us. Um, so we're trying to get a hold of them, and I don't know where they went. Have you guys seen where they went?
The guard says, "Oh yes, he and his son both they both took up lodging at the Steady Beacon.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Have a good day.
You're very welcome, kind sir."
Sink their boat.
What?
Sink their boat.
Y'all should have. You could have. You could have sabotaged their boat and be like, "Hey, Lord Bakaris, here's a boat specifically for you and your son and nobody else." Oh, he would have loved that. He would have gotten in, and nobody would have noticed a thing.
It's like we put a hole strategically so it would not be easily seen. And it's like, oh, well, it'll still get out to a sea, but you won't be able to make it back for how long you get for how far you go out. If Renal finds the place first, he would enter it and try to find the younger. Would he see either one in the general area, in like the downstairs area, or would he have to go upstairs for the rooms?
No, you don't see any of them. But it's just for your context. There's a lot of fish here. It seems they eat a lot of fish at this place, and it's pretty modest. There's broken weapons and defeated bandits for the decor. Um, and there's a lot of soldiers here, actually.
When you say defeated bandits, what do you mean defeated bandits for the decor? Like they actually put up corpses?
Yeah, I was
I
wondering
was
the
gonna
same.
say the same thing.
Yeah, like taxidermied heads of the corpses.
That's fucking dumb.
That's deranged.
Jeez. Maybe I don't want to be
The
part of
ins.
their military now.
Okay, if I see that many soldiers, I would find a moment where no one eyes were on me, and I would cast a spell right before I went in.
What spell?
Alter self.
Okay. Oh God. What are you altering yourself to?
Elder Bakaris.
Oh shit! Wait a minute.
What?
Yes, I'm gonna frame his father for killing him.
Oh my God. Okay.
The problem is, I'm going there to find Elder Vakars to kill him.
Runal doesn't know that. I'm trying to think of what he would do with the information he has.
I know, but that's what I'm thinking. I don't know that either, so I'm gonna go in there and be looking for Elder Picard.
This is gonna
I
end
hope I
terribly.
get the right one.
I also don't know the timing of it. So would he be catching up to me at this point, or to see me potentially see me do this? It's like a perception check if he's fast enough, or would I go in and get to do few things, and then you cut to him?
Right.
I
like,
think there'd be like a
I'm
3-minute difference. So you get there first and he get there just a couple minutes later.
Okay. With alter self, I literally can change my voice along with the appearance and stuff.
Oh god.
But that's a task. You can check my character sheet.
I know.
It's not like I won't sound like him or anything weird like that.
Oh, hello, son.
Well, that's the point. I don't have to fake my voice. It'll just auto come out sounding like who I'm trying to imitate. Because the cell says I can choose what my voice sounds like.
All right.
He would go in and go past the guard, looking like Lord Macaris. He would go in and go past the guards and go up the stairs. I am trying to listen, and like when it's not so obvious, he's not trying to go against the banister or whatever. So he's want to be seen from everyone downstairs. But he is trying to make sure he can find out at a glance which room is the Macaris's. Is there some like really obvious end of the hall fancier room than the most kind of stuff?
I was about to say, like, so it's a big hallway and there's lots of rooms on the side, but like all the rooms are like the doors are kind of like close to each other, so you get the feeling that these are like small rooms. But there's a few rooms at the end of the hall that are much more spaced apart. So
Yeah, I would head toward that area. Would I
okay.
be naturally be able to hear any of either Macaris' voice?
I think you would, yes, because he his voice is annoying.
Got that right.
I would hear which one would I hear?
At the very end of the hall, like straight ahead.
No, which one? Which Macaris?
Oh.
It'll be embarrassing when I'm altering myself into the elder, and it's the elder I hear. It's like, ooh, this is weird.
You actually hear both of their voices.
So, am I walking in at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like you see a sea full of soldiers.
Right. Well, it's like, okay. So me, I was gonna walk up to the bar, order ale, and I was like, "Hey, I want your finest room." And I would assume like, what would the bartender say?
So he looks at you and he's like, "Are you sure you can afford that, sir?"
Maybe.
No offense, Joe, but lots of druids look poor naturally.
I know. Like, I'd be scroungy as fuck.
Like, are you
None of
sure
your damn business.
I was like, I got gold, damn it, geez.
So, he says,
Sorry. But as soon as I hear both their voices, I would do alter self again.
"To what?"
The innkeeper I passed by. It would be
Oh
one of
my
those things
god!
where he wouldn't have said anything. If he said even a single word, I'd be able to catch his voice while I was walked by downstairs.
I mean,
So
yeah, he'd be talking to like people around him, so you definitely would have like overheard
I'd
him.
get the appearance, the height, the build, the voice. Yeah, I would go and I would become him.
Okay, so for Joe, he tells you that the room is 25 gold.
Wait, is that the price per night?
Yeah.
Damn it! I was hoping he'd say no. Somebody's already in it. I would assume that would have been the fucker.
Well, there's other ones.
Yeah, you heard what she said for my description for my character, where it's like there's multiple rooms that are pretty big. So just saying the best one could just mean the only open big room.
Damn it. Yeah, but I wasn't there to actually hear that.
I know. That's the hard part, right? Darn splitting a character and player not. Because Renal has another plan.
Well, I go, fuck that. I'll go somewhere else.
You're like 25 gold a night. Fuck.
Right. I down the beer, throw whatever I do at him, and then I like start walking around. I'm gonna hit the bathroom
Okay.
and then turn into a cat.
Oh, okay.
I figured a big bar full of, shit ton of people drinking, their faces off, shoulders and shit. Nobody's gonna pay attention to that.
Did I ever give you the? I did. I will put a cat in the player tokens so that you'll have one.
Oh, you know the great part about Alter Self? Since it lasts up to an hour, and anytime during that duration, I can use an action to just change my morph. I can morph all over again.
Yeah, well, I figured
Meow.
you made me a brown bear token. I figured that would not be the best thing to turn into.
No, 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 for sure.
I mean, we could
But
use that token, but like that has the stats of the brown bear.
yeah, if it's not there, just let me know and I'll put it there. I just don't know. I mean, I guess I do know all you could transform into, but I'm not going to put everything there right away. That's a lot.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a huge list of populates. It's not that wouldn't be fair.
So then we would put Leprechaun Elmo. So there you go. Now you have your cat.
Went to the bathroom. There's a cat now. But did you realize that cats can't open doors? How did you get out of the bathroom?
son of a bitch. So I'm just gonna stand by the door. I figured.
Just wait till somebody
Yeah.
comes
Well, I
by.
figure like if I was a spider or a rat, it could be something that like somebody tries to stomp on or kick in the bar, where the cat and nobody's really gonna mess with it because it's trying to eat the rats and random ass shit. They're the one critter in a bar that people usually just don't pay too much attention to because they're taking care of all the other shit they don't want to deal with.
Okay. So, I mean, like maybe like a minute or two passes by before some drunken guy comes in, stumbles around. He's already like halfway his pants down.
I gotta slink out the door, and then I'm just gonna hop up the steps, look around, see what I can see. I'm not. I'm like rubbing myself up against the railings and stuff like that. I'm just trying to be cat-ish. See, I'm looking at it, so I guess I'm seeing the same thing he saw before. So, like, obviously they're not going to be in the regular
Cats.
people's.
Cats have keen smell, by the way.
So,
So, but would this mean if you had to wait a couple of minutes to get even out of the bathroom, I would have a couple of minutes to do something else?
Yes.
okay. Then back to you.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hog on the spotlight. I just want to make sure that the timeline lined up.
No, you're right, because our timeline is like literally seconds apart at this point.
Yeah, it's like I thought I had a 3 minute difference. I was like, wait, what? I didn't just freeze for minutes entirely. I wouldn't want to waste my time from duration of concentration. And so I would knock on the door in a very purposeful manner, and said, "Lord Arthas, your attention, please."
So you hear like the frantic talking inside like stop and like maybe 1 or 2 seconds pass by before the door opens. And it's the younger who opens the door.
What's the elder doing when he opens the door? Is he sitting in there in particular, or standing a certain way, or?
He is sitting in a chair with a bag full of gold in his lap.
So blatant about it. Fuck. Oh, oh. I'm sure in Bakaris' world, it'd be like, oh, this fucker probably wants more gold. Don't worry, I got the gold. I'd come in and I have a glance back at the younger Bakars with an imploring look to be like, if you know you're smart, if you know what's good for you, you close that door. This is important business kind of look.
Um, so I mean, yeah, he gets that vibe from you, and he closes the door.
Um, and it's like, and so I gesticulate a little bit, and I'd want to and it's like, okay, good, you're both here. So I really need you to lift it. And I gesticulate at both of them and twin cast dissonant whispers at second level.
Oh, oh dear. Okay. Let me get their sheets up.
Now, this may not have occurred to you, but Runal is not a good person.
I don't know. I think you are meting out divine justice.
That's kind of where I'm thinking of it as, because I don't, like I said before, druid. I don't like people in general. I think they fuck everything up. But fishing village, they're pretty chill, and this guy was just
Trying to
root of
profit
all
off
either. Yeah,
trying to profit off of their suffering in literally every way.
right. And that's those are the kind of people I do like. Like the big city bullshit is not like, okay, you just plowed everything over and flat land and paved it all. Where this town lived with what they had comparatively too. But this
Let's say
guy
the
was
first. Oh, okay, go ahead.
no good. I guess I'm still just rubbing my face against poles. What? So would I hear this or smell this at this time?
I'm
You
upstairs.
would.
You're in a downstairs bathroom.
Oh, okay. I guess technically it's still
You
okay.
probably smell a lot of bad things.
I mean, you do have advantage on smell checks, so
You wouldn't necessarily know I'm already here though. But you probably could try to smell for them if they're on the ground, or I don't know what your methodology would be.
I'm going to. I think we should do initiative at this point.
Oh, they have a lot of help.
Uh, More than a commoner.
Oh well, let's see. Let's see how they do then.
Oh.
Okay, I'll roll, but I want I don't think my token's on here to get on the turn order kind of thing, like select a token.
Oh yeah, it's not. I wasn't expecting combat today, but it's fine. Just put your token somewhere. Crazy though, Bakaris, the younger, doesn't look like his father at all.
So you're saying that
Now,
his
keep
mother
in mind,
most likely cheated?
the initial attack happens before any of the initiative actually happens.
Yes, it's like a surprise, or I guess it is a surprise.
Yeah.
it's a literal surprise attack. And I want you to realize, I still look like the innkeeper from downstairs. They don't really know who's attacking them. And I'm trying to disguise the schematic components by gesticulating in a very frantic manner, and the verbal components by conversation. I'm trying to get their attention, kind of thing.
Ugh, I can't. I have to have their stupid little thingamajiggies on the thing. There we go. And then the cat can also roll
I didn't roll
initiative too.
Okay, fair, but I didn't roll damage yet.
Oh no, the cat will come at the next round, or
Okay.
be in the area the next round. I guess you could say.
Oh, and like in the hallway.
Yeah.
Sure, let's go with that. Okay, I'm gonna put the first roll for the lesser, and then the second roll for greater, the elder one. Okay.
Okay, sounds
because
good.
each casting of it's going to be most likely deal different levels of damage. And so keep in mind the DC it's a DC 13 for them.
The DC 13.
Yeah, wisdom save.
Oh,
And it's not an all or nothing thing. No matter what, they will take damage. So 14 to lesser if he doesn't save to the younger one.
okay. So we're doing him first now. He got a 5.
So he took
So
14.
yes.
He is afraid of me, and on his turn, he must use all possible movement to move away. And then.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying that's impossible because he dies.
Okay, and then
He moved literally as far as you possibly could to the afterlife.
Does the elder save?
Okay, let me roll his now too. He also rolled a 5. What the fuck?
Well, he only took 8. Apparently, well, fuck.
Okay, so Bakaris the Elder, he's on death's door essentially. Like this dude looks
The
like you
person
could
who's the
blow
only
on him
one
and
who
he
goes
die.
ahead of me, the only one who goes ahead of me in combat order is dead.
Yeah, pretty much. So Bakaris, he's like, my son. Actually, you know what? No, he wouldn't see me say that. She'd look at you and be like, "What are you doing?"
I would look at the Makaris younger, like, what happened? I would just gesticulate again and just cast another dissonant whisper.
Oh God.
This time at level 1. So another save.
You know, there's a phrase from a character from League of Legends that I love. If you want me to hit you less, die sooner.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of research after today's session.
Crazy.
Do you think he doesn't save? It's another DC 13 wisdom save.
He passed, but
So he takes 3 damage.
but you could tell he only needed 1 damage. He died too. They're both just laying there on the floor. They're, I don't know, their brains oozing out of their ears. What does dissonant whisper do to a person like to kill them?
Psychic damage. I whisper and they deal psychic damage. If I wasn't trying to disguise what I was doing, I would. It's like it is the level 1 spell version of like vicious mockery, in my opinion, where you just get to whisper, you get to whisper shit talking to someone and have it deal damage.
Yeah, you're not necessarily wrong on that one. Kind of like
Okay,
how Big
so
B's hand is basically Mage Hand.
but big.
I want to use movement after I cast my spell on my turn. And
There's no other hostiles, so I'm gonna do that.
That'd be a sequence for him to get it here. But I would want to go to the bag of gold.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay, at this point, I would assume that like I would have smelt them, and I'd be like basically at the door now.
Oh, honestly, if you're really good at smelling, it's possible you would smell me or you would smell blood. I don't know how.
Or poo.
It's something along those. Like, should I roll for what I'm smelling?
Yeah, roll a perception check with advantage. And the cat is +1. Oh.
Pretty fucking good.
Oh wait.
It's like you smell everything. You smell the ink on the paper of the great gods who play you.
But that's your regular perception though. So
you said cat is +1, so what? 25.
It'd be 15, right? Because the 1d, the 1d20 plus the 1.
I thought.
And there, whatever.
I thought he kept his original mental scores for when he transformed.
Is that?
Oh, yeah, only physical.
It's physical change. Oh, well then, yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, you keep that plus 10.
Like, it's a mental change. He has it, I swear.
But yeah, you smell the overwhelming smell of not, I guess not blood, because there wasn't much piercing or bludgeoning going on,
Oh, yeah,
but more so like, yeah, like more so like the early sense of decay, I guess. It's very, very, very
Defecation.
early, but the cat, oh yeah, or the shit that happens after you kill somebody. You also smell your good old buddy Renal. You know, he smells like stars.
All right. So I've run up to the door and I tried to like scratch in a like non-cat way, so like it like almost like a knock, like scratch, 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 scratch. But I'm trying not to turn back into something right in the hallway myself. That would just be a little too. Hey, I'm right here.
Would I hear the scratches, or would the clinking of the gold, the bag right in front of me, be a little louder? I only have a passive 13. I don't have that great of perception.
No, I mean I think a 13 would be high enough to hear the scratches at the door, especially if they're consistent.
Okay. I realized that I had talked to him earlier about getting the elder guy. Would I be able to intuit that it would be my druid party member and not some rando cat? Like the timing of it is too coincidental, kind of thing.
I would like that's why the way I'm trying to scratch, like it would not sound like just a cat trying to get in. Like,
I mean, I think that because you guys plan this out, you probably would be like, oh, that might be, that might be the druid coming in like a claw form to rip some eyes out or something. So
I put the bag down on the floor. I go to the door and I give just enough room for like a small creature to get in, and then close it right after. If he comes in immediately, then I close it right after him.
yeah, just slink right in, like through the 2-inch gap that he leaves.
Because cats are liquids.
I mean, basically. And then you get to witness the glory of both Picards being dead.
Right, like so that I would pop into my normal form and be like, asshole.
Yeah,
I was supposed to at least get one.
I didn't know what they were going to be here together. I was just looking for the younger one, and his dad happened to be here with him.
I didn't know they were going to be easier than the red light district.
I mean,
no, these whores pay you.
We're getting a bag of gold out of it, so.
Well, I recommend the gold, not the bag.
How much gold did you say you had on him?
I don't believe she did say yet.
I didn't.
We get to find out.
You get to roll a crazy D100, or let's see, what number should we do today?
Keep in mind, this is a very rich noble. He was going to stay here for multiple nights, and it was
yes, he was.
He was going to have less than 100 gold, really?
No, that's why I was like, let me think of the number I would want you to roll. Okay, I want you to roll a D 254.
Would you say he would have advantage, so take the higher number of the two because it wouldn't be super low if you roll super low?
Yeah, if I roll a 2, that was not realistic. It's a bag of gold.
Yeah. If it's not, do you like the number I said? I already forgot it. Plus 15. That way, at least it's not a 2. I swear to God, if you roll like max or some shit.
That is hardly max. This would mean he would have less. He would have less money than it would take to. He could only stay here 3 more nights as a rich noble. That's why I was arguing that point.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you never know. He might have had plans to vacate or purchase a house in the area.
With less than it costs to buy the room for 3 days.
You also didn't check check their belongings either, so you never know.
I
I was
okay,
gonna say
so
I'm gonna start
okay.
searching through their shit.
So as an apology, he gives Perrin, right?
Pern, yeah.
Okay, because I don't see your name on the bottom of your picture. Um, so he would, yeah, okay, Perrin in the chat. Okay, Perrin, he'd give you 43 gold.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
He feels bad that it didn't go to plan.
Well, it went half to plan. Specifically, your half.
Then yeah, I would search the room for any valuables or anything like that. Or there I would basically loot their bodies and their while he searches the room.
Okay. So when you loot the bodies, you find, of course, their clothes, which are finely crafted. Oh, they both have signet rings. Let me write this down as I say this because I'm going to forget.
Yeah, you can just put this all in like one area and just like type it out in chat and then just enter it out the end.
Okay,
Like who's wearing
so
fine clothes? Two signet rings. Honestly,
yeah.
I can imagine if I just went to go to Y-Hand to sell all this shit, and it's like, you must have had a fun night. They're like, oh, I try.
But yeah, I recommend taking all of the valuables, but not anything that the valuables were contained in.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, signet rings can be pawned off or some shit.
You also find an ornate dagger with a jeweled hilt, and on Lord Baccharis, you find a forged letter of authority, which is crazy.
If there's any set of fire, like a torch, a sconce, a candle, or whatever, I would just immediately put that in the fire.
Oh, okay. And
If I burn that shit, fuck that.
on the sun, you find he does have a gold pouch of his own, but he doesn't have much on him. He does have a nice hunting knife.
Pulling from Daddy's piggy bank.
There. So for Bakari the Younger, who wants to do the rolling a random number?
I let him roll because he killed them. I just got this like sad face on.
I would allow you to have all the loot listed.
I already did it. It's right there.
No, you listed it, but we have to divvy it up between us. I'm saying he can just have all of it.
Oh.
So there you go, Pern.
Thank you very much. Now, did I find anything while looking through the room?
Through the room, you find a lot of rich people shit, like stuff that could have been left behind, but he somehow managed to save, like paintings and like a music box and cocaine, whatever the medieval version of cocaine is. Opium. There we go. Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. Yeah, there's lots of stuff that is unnecessary and probably like he probably could have used his boat to have more people on it, but no, he's the reason why y'all had to make more boats.
We already were understanding that.
What?
We were already saying he was a piece of shit.
Okay.
The only
Anything
problem I
direct?
have now is the fact that we can't kill him more than once.
Right. Anything just of direct value that would be worth like throwing in my backpack or something?
Not exactly in this room.
Okay.
Remember that if all you did was copy and paste all that stuff in your inventory, the letter of authority was burned. I remember I had
Oh, for the
how much gold the younger.
yeah. So for him,
I'm not sure how you would do the copy and paste 100%. Or just
You
like,
left hold click in the text, and then right click, and then like right click copy, and like you would in like in Discord or wherever. And then you go to your bio, you click like treasure in the bottom tab probably, and then like right click it to paste.
Oh, I just drag it.
oh, it's
A
in the bio. Okay.
D 107 plus 20.
No offense, I'm gonna laugh. If it's like your Lord Deck of Gold hit 83, and it's like I rolled 134, and it's like you said he had a small amount of gold.
Okay.
Okay. And then he gives 3 gold to. He gives 3 more gold to him, saying that he found some more on the body.
Thank you. I didn't find anything around the room though, so looks like that's all we got from them.
They won't be taking advantage of the people of Vogler anymore. Although I want you to realize it probably sounds really weird because I still sound like the innkeeper you talked to earlier.
Yeah. Like I can smell it's you, but I'm still sitting there like cockeyed, like this is just fucking weird.
Says the cat. Oh wait, no, you.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go. Like, are we done? We probably should bounce. Nothing left us. I mean, I guess we could start a fire, but we're not trying to mess with anybody else.
That's true. Can we like prop up the bodies, like and put them like very regally, while as if they were like they died when they were asleep, kind of thing.
Oh, and then we just like
You,
dump the drugs on the table in front of them.
Yeah, because there is no blood.
There
yeah,
wouldn't
you could
be any
try.
external wounds.
I would need a strength check because Lord Macaris is a fatty. So
Well, there's
What's your strength as a druid?
12.
Oh, you're a 12. I'm an 8. If we work together on one person, could we get them, or do we still need a roll?
I think you could do it if you work together.
Yeah, we'll
Okay. And
definitely.
we'll work together. It's a team effort, man.
So we'll set them up at the
I mean,
table.
if we plot murder together, we can certainly carry a body together.
Right. Dump all the drugs on the table, spread it out, like maybe flick some on their face.
Just having to move the fat ass Bracaris is like, you know what? Maybe we should have killed him in where we wanted him.
Like, well, I, it, I had to
I'm
work
like,
with
how
White Hand.
much fish could one fucker eat?
One less, and it might have been helpful.
Like, maybe you could have one less fucking fatty tuna. Jeez.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, we set
speaking
him
of
up.
fish, my character's still fishing.
Oh my god, I wonder how much of a jackpot you've gotten by now. Granted, time sync wise, I think it would have been less than a couple hours after you started, just because like we went places like in such quick succession. It's like I went to Whitehand right after leaving the fucking like I went to you to check like, oh hey, there's updates, we got armor, we got like a place to sleep on the 4th floor. Bye. And then I went to Whitehand, and then I went to the place, and then he was like, where the fuck, random place in town, where the fuck is the older guy? Okay, then we both got to the inn, and then we're here, kind of thing.
Yeah, we're like 2.5, 3 hours after, if that.
Wrong. Roll a d27.
Oddly specific, but okay. Give me just a second.
You know I love random numbers.
1,
I don't know. What if you love
D.
3 so much you had to cube it?
27.
You oh my god, you weren't supposed to roll that high. You
Ratio
you
wise,
got
you rolled great compared to me.
You got 21 fish in the time.
Man, you are a god of fishing. If you got them in this amount of time, damn, you're in a really good.
There's a reason I didn't participate in the in the fishing competition.
It would have just been unfair, outright unfair, dude.
There wouldn't have been any fish left for anyone else.
It seems like it. So we like we properly set up the crime scene, and then if you were a cat coming in here, how do you want to work this?
Oh, I got one more shift, so I'm gonna.
So you can go become a cat, and
Yep, I'm going back to phone cat.
I will shift into the younger Bakaris, and I'll hold and I'll carry you out and walk out the front door.
Fuck yeah! I got a ride.
Oh my.
And right after we front the door, I wait a few minutes, like loitering outside the door until no one's eyes are on us. Then I go back to regular appearance, and then put you on the floor. And I was gonna tell you, I'm gonna go check on Rog because I want to confirm that he does know to come back to the fucking barracks or like the military place. And I was just like, I want to sleep with the townsfolk. We wanted to save them, right? And it's like, yeah, but we got a real bed, dude.
Yeah, at this point, I'll probably just head out with you. I got nothing better to do.
Me the cat.
Yep, and then I'll try to find like an alley on the way to shift back, but I'll stay as a cat for the next half hour.
Enough to let you do that.
Real quick, what the hell has Ami been doing this whole time while this murder has been happening?
I would have been helping them get to the right places for the refugees.
Okay.
It was like, oh hey, the refugee camp. We're gonna organize everything. It's like, I'm gonna help organize everything.
That's fair. So then you'd probably pass by Albie, then you two on the way out to see Rog.
I would ask Albie how the efforts are going.
How are they going? Pretty good, right?
I mean, they're needing to house 400 people.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Like that's not nothing, even for a town this size. That's still a legit order. I don't know how tall it is, but damn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so after you meet up with Albie, it's pretty easy to get out of the castle and go towards the river where Rog is. He's he's a hulking man, so it's easy to spot him.
Oh, people knew where he went because he mentioned he went basically where no one was. And it was mostly just animals and stuff.
Well, you did mention
Rog does not like people.
You did mention that
he seems to tolerate us.
That we got a room, right?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure because sometimes Rog is not the most smartest person in the world, so I just want to confirm with him because I wasn't sure what he was even doing. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go do stuff over here. I don't really need the armory. It's like, okay then, whatever. I haven't got my Y-hand trip done. I was focused on that.
Rog does not like people. Rog likes persons, not people. Fewer people, Rog like.
So we could most likely have you there when we need him. So.
You know what? In Runal's defense, Rog, he was looking him in the eyes when he killed him.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's pretty sneaky, and it's like, I mean, it's not like I was going literally behind their backs or anything. They're looking at me when they died. Is that how it is for Rog?
I mean, if you tell Rog what you did, he'll not necessarily be happy about it. But he's not going to be upset about it.
He's not going to snitch on us or anything, right?
No, absolutely not. Rog ain't no snitch.
Because it would potentially affect events going forward, he would make sure to mention it to Rog. He's hesitant on mentioning it to the fucking goody cleric in the group, but he'll mention it at least to Rog. Like, oh my goodness, how can you all have done that? Have you met them? Uh,
Hmm.
but yeah, he mentioned the how they had met an unfortunate end. However, it was quite unavoidable.
Should have been prepared to win the prize.
Indeed. Good luck researching, Denver.
Yeah, thanks.
I want you to realize we kind of fucked up a lot of future chapters because there's supposed to be a live for it.
Yeah, I know. I can
Well,
see where those chapters are when I click their names.
I would have killed him either way, so it was just nice having help. I didn't even
It
get
was
to
a
be the help,
bonding experience.
right?
I mean, we got to loot, we got to set up a crime scene. I didn't say I wouldn't I didn't say that Renal wouldn't have partaken in some of their stuff. I mean, he's a mage, not a choir boy.
That's me.
You're a choir girl. Uh, but essentially the same as far as how goody goody you most likely are. So yeah. Um. Uh. So I would after he so informs Rog, and if he sees, which I'm sure he probably easily does, just how many fish Rog has caught. It was one of those things where it's like it was one of those like I don't want to switch to open mic just for this, so I'm just gonna say it. He does like a little he does like a slow clap to be like, also by the way, man, good fishing. Oh my, wow. You would have you would have done well in the contest if you tried. It's almost good that you didn't. Because he was gonna he caught himself because Renal was like super close to being like, you would have killed him. Oh wait. Um. But yeah, as I said, he caught himself, and it's like, oh no. He said then he declares to both the other party members he's around that he's gonna check out the fourth floor for what their accommodations even are because it's getting a little later in the afternoon, and he wants to know where he has a bed for the evening, and he wants to know how to plan for the next.
That's where I was gonna head back to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to crash.
The castle?
Yeah.
Or given a whole
Okay.
floor. What the hell that floor is about? Why would you
Yeah,
be so shifty about it? And like, our characters don't know.
It's almost like it's the
it's
storage area, and they don't want anybody else
it's
there very
great.
much.
I honestly don't
So
think that it as a play.
you guys go to the fourth floor of this castle?
Well, apparently Perrin and Runal do. I don't know about
Yeah, they'll go.
if passing by Abi again, Runal would share what he's about where he's about to go. And I don't know if Rog or Abi would accompany him or and them or still do their own thing.
Yeah, I would go there because it is getting late. So
Would Rog
Okay.
get to cooking the fish he's caught?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And wait, Rog is going with you?
He has fish. I asked if he was going to cook the fish, which meant he would be alternatively either cooking
Ah,
the fish for the refugees, which he was catching them for, or he'd follow us at the exact because he can't do two things at the exact same time.
no, 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 no. Only Jesus can do that. So, anyways, um, you guys
Only Jesus had a time turn.
you guys go to the castle and make your way to the fourth floor. Um, and much of this part of the castle is vacant and in disrepair. Um, you find that your lodging is, or well, at least once was, a small ballroom. A row of pillars sculpted with knotwork and images of knights support a vaulted ceiling. Light shines into the room through tall windows facing the mountains to the south. One corner of the hall holds a collection of plain cots and empty chests, and nearby stands a large wooden table.
Runal's not. He's had to rough it enough times to where it's like, you know what, fuck it by now. Like, he just goes into like the first immediate cot as soon as he enters the room, and just like starts chilling. It's been a day, okay? Oh, by the way, would there happen to be a map of this area?
That is a good question.
No, we only got one because Terry was generous.
How the fuck do you mean that?
He gave you a map for it. I didn't.
Why do you say you? Are you saying you can't and there isn't one?
Oh no, there isn't. There isn't one.
Weird.
Like he made one, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna like walk up to one of the cots and just like face plant into it. It's like it's nap time.
Oh wait, after a little, what, how would Abby react to this room in disrepair?
Well, it's annoying, but at least we have somewhere.
He grimaces at her obvious way to try to find a silver lining when it's obviously not the great situation. It's like due to face reality kind of mood for him.
It's
Would there be?
free.
I'm just happy that there's not people there.
Oh yeah, there shouldn't be anywhere. They said that we had a whole floor, but but for the record, you know his thoughts. But if he has it out loud and you rebutted with "it's free," he would have mentioned, "And you pledged exactly what for this free room? Was it an unknown amount of service to do who knows what for how? Who knows exactly how long? Oh yeah, real free, Abby."
Well, we were going to most likely fight whatever forces are other than the. What was the name of the army again?
Red
Red
Dragon.
Dragon Army.
We would most likely be fighting all the forces even beyond the Red Dragon Army anyway, or at least I was planning on it. So it made sense.
I'm sure we want to fight them. To pledge your loyalty to one city? Very small-minded.
Well, once the fight is over with them, hopefully I can actually go elsewhere. If not, then I
We've
must speak
seen
to
their
them.
army. What end will there be?
I guess we shall see.
Is there any area in this room or on this floor where it's like mending or some shit could help? Like, hey, there's some wallpaper, or like, oh, this broken. It's like, what if I can mend that? I got mending.
There's a lot of things that mending would work on. If in fact, you could probably spruce up the entire place except for, like where the walls crumbling, that kind of thing, or if there's a hole in the
Oh yeah, because I
floor.
have, yeah, 'cause I have to have actual all the pieces together to properly fuse them together, kind of thing. Um,
I mean, there's like some chairs that you could fix. One of the cots
Yeah,
has like a
he
tear
would
in
go
the.
about and they would like see him do like an annoyingly long amount of time for mending shit because it's like yeah, it's free, but it doesn't mean that they live in squalor. Okay, if they can live in better conditions, why not try to make it so? And so he goes about doing that for like the whole entire area. And so just for the record, every casting of mending is a full minute. So there is a lot of just you hear him murmuring over and over again.
Rog,
Like
did you
it's
bring
a really
the
short song on repeat.
did you bring the fish to the people, Rog?
Not only did I bring them, I also cook them. I make big
Good.
feast for the people of Vogler because while I have no ties directly to it, I had a friend who wanted to take care of them, so I do want to make sure that they are still doing good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so like they have like a
very
nice
chill.
feast of fish tonight and they celebrate and try to take their woes or the worries off their
Celebrate
woes.
not dying.
Yeah, there's that too.
Man, it would suck to die on a night like tonight. It's a good thing no one died tonight.
Yeah, crazy.
Not tonight, surely.
No
mean,
one
today.
important died.
Did you guys give Darrett his armor?
We kind of gave it to him early.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
about
yeah,
to
you
say,
did.
didn't we give it to him a while ago?
Runok
Oh,
couldn't
okay.
shit.
Yeah, like literally just
Gotcha,
turned right
gotcha.
around. I was like, "Here, have this."
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
they, like,
So
immediately fucking.
speaking of Darrett, he actually comes to visit you at the
At one
lodging. I
point in
mean,
time, because if Rog is still down there with the Vogler denizens from for dinner and stuff, then would he have waited till like late at night, the next morning? Would he have realized that Rog wasn't with us when he came? Like, what's going on?
well, he comes. Doesn't matter where Rog is.
I don't think Rog needs to be there for that. I'm not sure anyone else really does, but okay, sure, he comes.
Yeah, he's got to talk to you. Anyways, he's like, "Hey guys, I sorry I haven't been around. I've been spending much of the day demonstrating my training to Marshal Vendry and the commanders."
Would he be wearing his new armor?
Yes, and he looks really sexy with it on. Like, I would totally date him. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, there's new artwork.
Oh my god, yeah, there is. I didn't show it to you. Holy crap. Hold on. Look at him. He went from like fuck boy to I'm a fuck that boy.
Oh, no longer Shaggy.
Yep, no Shaggy.
He went from Norville Rogers, got a glow up. Oh, I know what he looks like. Diet Lich King.
Yep.
Diet Lich King.
I mean, you need the helm, or it's not the full effect.
That's why he's diet. Because he's not wearing the helm right now.
You know what would help him with this Diet Lich King look? Blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm not mistaken, the first Lich King in the story was blonde. But
Yes.
anyway.
Arthur? Yeah.
So yeah. He's in like he's very excited. He's like Vendry, goddamn. Vendry was so pleased that she ordered me to work with her to train a new unit of Calaman soldiers, and I got assigned and everything. And I'm going to be living here in the castle on the 3rd floor, and
And then.
I'm going to be working with you too, but like not as your commander. I'm going to be serving kind of like an envoy of sorts and delivering her orders to you if needed. But yeah, isn't that great?
Would one of
Huzzah.
those ones that were upset with me taking the deal also kind of be upset with him?
Sauce?
Well, you said one of it. You could have meant Joe too.
Either one, yeah.
Oh.
I didn't want to
fair.
like. Yeah, I didn't want to like Bogart all the talking. I know I've been talking a lot tonight.
Well,
Yeah,
are
you
the
have.
charisma caster.
Why do you think I've been trying to give him a chance? Jeez. And then you're like, "Are you gonna talk?" And it's like, not all the time.
It's like, wow, your town's been burnt down for like 12 hours, and you've just signed right up, didn't you?
You actually said that to him?
Yes.
He's a druid. He's not a people person.
I need to Google something, or not Google. I need to scroll back to something.
Derek react when he needs to really smack a bit?
No, there's a.
Uh,
I just need to bring this back up.
what happened to the shit talk? I gotta reply. Um, so, yeah, Runal would smirk at Perrin's comment, and
I got it.
and he would probably kind of he would say right after, it's like, you know what? No, this really fits. You were always much more of a follower than a leader, anyway.
Damn. He basically he's got okay. He's still smiling. He's like, ever since I lost one of the people who really meant a lot to me, I've been trying my best to be a great knight, and I'm going to model myself after you, Avi, and Becklin, and all the knights, and yeah, and yeah, he's trying to put on like a nice brave face and stuff, but he's still that weird kid.
He'll never lose that, which is good.
Complete follower energy. God.
Really taking that ass to Pound Town already.
What?
He just walked over and they bent him.
Folded that fucker like a sheet.
Oh my god! New people to follow! Oh my god! Please! I can follow you now! You can tell me what to do! I'll be your bitch, really! In fact, that's the implication, Denver. Runal says a half-hearted congratulations on his determination. But he doesn't say anything further, but he does think to himself about how pathetic it is that, oh yeah, he'll get to train more troops, but I mean, otherwise he's just a glorified messenger from Dindri or what's Vindries to us. Yeah. Basically, like, so he's basically just a fucking updated job board concept to us, and so it's like, whatever. Like, in that respect, he felt like he got a little demoted in Runal's eye. And okay, a wannabe messenger dude who sucks now. I give less of a shit about you now.
I have a weird thing that I just noticed. Why did he switch sides his sword is on?
It looked cooler that way.
I'm just saying, it kind of doesn't make sense.
It's also he was so excited. And what if it was like, oh my god, I tried doing it this way, and it's like, yeah, you say you gotta stop doing that, man. Beckman's been
I have a theory.
Alongside for years now.
Oh, I was going to say, it's because it's the same side that Becklin wears hers on. No, she wears hers on the right side, or the left side. So, there's no reason for him to change it.
It's like, I just noticed that. I was like, wait a minute, they're on different sides.
Have any of you ever seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV show?
Yeah, why?
A hot minute, but yeah.
Well, because it's like, as soon as she does, like, I got a theory. It's like, there's a dancing demon. No, something isn't right there. It's like, damn it! I'm gonna be completely haunted. That exact phrase because I saw the musical episode too many times. So Derek has declared his promotion, wearing his armor, declared that he gets to help train people, and that he's going to be here's a new mission kind of guy for us.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, and then after Runal stops addressing him, he just goes back to laying down.
Another settlement needs your help.
I mean, more or less.
Okay. Well, we could end it here or play another hour. What say you, children?
I do have to work tomorrow, so
I'm debating
About
whether I'm
10.
going to be calling into work tomorrow or not.
Oh, okay. Tomorrow's a holiday, so we all should be home anyway.
well, grocery stores still need to be working.
I was about to say, I wouldn't know. My company doesn't celebrate holidays.
Okay.
I'm fine with keep going, but that's
I would say maybe like another 45 minutes, or would that not give enough time to do what we need?
We can
Um.
go until we start combat, Denver.
That too.
mm,
although I'm gonna take a bathroom break while we're debating it.
I think we should end it here
Okay.
so I can better prepare for the loopholes or the plot holes that
Yeah,
have arisen.